Least shocking revelation of this episode. I had a bullet belt.
Oh, of course. I almost bought that. I got one of those little sagging beanies.
Of
I
course you
found
did.
that one.
Yep.
Um, Kayleen said this shirt won't work, but I feel like why is it blurring? There's
You
nothing to blur.
you love your blurring.
It's licensed. Blur, blur, blur.
Yeah, it's licensed. How the heck I don't even know how you stop that on an iPad,
I don't know.
but
Hello.
it's like,
How's it
it's
going?
got this
We're
heart
just
on it.
wrapping up some pre-show stuff, some inner workings.
This is the grease. This is my costume for my friend's birthday party.
Yep, it's
But I
gonna be
feel like
blurry in
Oh.
real life.
It's
Look at
nice
his
This
and
is
blurry.
emo adjacent, where it's got like a heart,
Is he a heart and a
a
rock?
heart on
maybe?
it.
A heart and a.
Okay.
or
But
no,
Keely's like, it's not black.
Was it a heart and a platypus? I can't. Some little critter with a
Nate
bill.
just froze.
And he
He's
froze.
done.
And he's gone.
You can
Isn't he
edit.
supposed to be IT?
Yeah. This is our IT. He's frozen. It's our good guy. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it needs a new router.
And either work or it won't work, and Nate can cut it out.
Yep. If he's done. I mean, for all I know, he is in Greater Cleveland right now, just frozen.
He's still there.
Yeah, he's like
Just imagining him stuck.
Yep.
He's just talking this whole time.
like he took it upon himself now to teach me all the stuff I've been asking him to about Apple for the past 3
Yeah.
months. Like as he's frozen, he's just been talking the entire time.
Tom's code froze, so he just. Brr. Welcome to episode 379 of the Unpaid and Underrated Podcast, a podcast by crew, for crew, relentlessly mocked by crew, and to be honest, today got a huge compliment from crew, which I needed. So shout out to Big Ron for that. Really appreciated that. I woke up today kind of unsure of myself, and getting that message really meant a lot. So thanks, Big Ron, for that.
Same. I think I went to bed to the same one or something similar. So
Yeah.
appreciate you, Ron.
Yeah, man, honestly, like that.
Good
You know,
dude.
we do get mocked a lot. We get made fun of a lot. We're entirely unsure.
Where's you thin? Because I'm like, are they being funny or are they just pricks? Because like once, every now and then, but when it's like relentlessly, I'm like, oh, because it really is relentlessly mocked. And sometimes it's like, you mean-spirited fuck. I can't tell if you're being a prick or not, but it's coming across as a prick.
I'm here for most of it because like I see it as good-natured ribbing, but every
yes.
once in a while it wouldn't hurt to have somebody be like, oh, by the way, you guys are doing great. Who isn't Tanner?
It was very much appreciated, Ron.
Yeah.
And others that have said similar things throughout the years.
So I'm here with Big Keith. Oh, I'm Big Joey. I should start with that. That was my intro, my bad.
Howdy.
And Big Alex?
Alex or Wes? You pick.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead and go up Alex. It's fine.
Okay, because I saw Wes on everything and was so confuzzled.
It's
right.
Just a little because of work. I have my Instagram name as Wes Hartman. My actual name's Alex Westlow. Just sort of splits it up.
That's very good.
It's
That's
a little
very
harder
good.
to find.
Yeah, and that way you have two first names, which we all love. Okay, well, welcome to Unpaid and Underrated. Anybody drinking anything cool?
Powering through some disgusting liquid death until it's.
Oh, so sad. I got my favorite Spindrift with lemon.
Nice.
Preferred sparkling.
Is that super tart? I've never had the lemon. I've never think I've had a.
I don't think it's that tart.
Okay.
You're a super tart.
Is it like lemonade adjacent thing? Like I guess it's.
No, it's like lemon juice in a sparkling water.
I don't know that I would. That'd be something I'd like try at a picnic if it was just there, but I don't know if I'd like buy a sixer of that.
I don't know. My opinion, once you go full fruit juice in it, it changes your life, and it's all you want to get. That little extra bit of flavor for no calories
instead of essence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody here loves their essence. Ain't nobody got time for real fruit. I'm having the Keiths, of course I am. I also have another one that my wife. Shout out to her, and the woman that took my old job. Her and my wife went out yesterday and went to a winery, and Morgan's like, "Hey, I brought you some beer," and I'm like, "Great!" And I cracked one and drank it, and it's a strong beer.
Ooh.
Yeah, so my morning was awful.
Yeah. It's a little harder when you have to, get up at fucking 5 a.m. and you had a couple
Yeah.
beers. I don't. I'll drink like 6 beers throughout the year if we're recording. Like the first. I've drank more beer in the. I drank. I think I drank more beer in the first 3 months than I have in the last 2 years. Like
Mhm.
as far as when we record these podcasts, because I couldn't fucking be hungover every goddamn Friday. Like it was horrible.
Yeah, no, it is definitely bad. And, I can drink Keith's till the cows come home and be fine. But that one, two strong beers just put me right over. So, mad regrets, but mad love to my life. There's your bingo card, guys. There's your bingo card.
Oh god, that was really funny. That was Sanchez did a good job with that.
He's here, isn't he?
I was.
He
I
was
don't know.
here.
I
Yeah,
tried
he's
to
still
look
here.
it.
Hold on. Yeah. Dirty Sanchez is still here. But yeah. Actually, I found this and I can't wait to wear
Really
it to
matter.
work
We
tomorrow.
swap, but
It is the long sleeve tee with the varsity on it and lift hard, live easy on the back. I don't think anybody's worn this on the podcast yet. I found it. I'm going to wear it tomorrow because it was freezing in that warehouse. And I'm going to get
Nice.
covered in primer because that's what I do.
I
What about you guys?
I got the comfort color deadlifter shirt on this week. So in contrast to the OG deadlifter shirt last week.
I got the new Silly Goose Barbell Club
I'm
shirt
so mad.
on.
I'm so mad. Mine's sitting in Chicago right now because Canada Post is down. I'm just like,
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it is quite comfortable. And then for an older one, I got the Massonomics joggers on.
Oh,
holy I don't even have those.
those are old as shit. They might have been around when I was first around, but I don't wear fat guys don't. I don't look good in most sweatpants.
Yeah, and
They're just for housewear.
yeah, and we all know you're not wearing pants right now.
I do actively. I have shorts.
You could only prove it one way, Keith.
But there's shorts.
All I see is the background.
Yeah. When he gets up to go to the bathroom and it's all ass.
I can't. There, you saw the squat. You saw the maroon squat shorts. I don't know why it's blur. Yeah, just in honor of Nate. So was it this week's? We had Gluck's YouTube video, the gym tour that hit today. It was a long one. I think it was about 45 minutes. I got a chance to watch it. Did anybody else?
Who has 45 minutes on a Thursday?
I literally almost every Thursday YouTube video I have to watch either at lunch break or like just in the console as I drive back. And
I
just
watched 2 minutes.
There you go. Well,
Yeah, you heard it here. Keith watches TV while he drives and then complains about other drivers.
I'm still, my eyes are on the road. It's more of an audible consumption.
I'm messing with you.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it's right on the dash so you can see it in the back.
Yeah.
Corner of your eye.
I mean,
Just turn the old phone
Either
mount
work or it
sideways.
won't
Yeah.
work, and Nate can cut it
I
out.
do not do that to anyone listening that I work with. I do not do that.
Or in law enforcement.
I don't know. Law enforcement that aren't on duty don't give a fuck about nothing. I've learned that.
That's very true.
They're just like, no, leave me. Which makes sense because, like, I don't give a fuck about anything work related when I'm not getting paid for it.
Oh yeah, that's actually really funny. So my new job. Have I explained to what I do?
More maybe
Something
not
about
specific.
doors and manufacturing.
Yeah. So they manufacture doors and then we ship them out and blah 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 blah. And then I yesterday I came home and I haven't been in the gym in like a week, right? Because my job is so physical that like I'm still trying to figure out the difference between going from nothing to gym to working my ass off to gym. And I got home last night.
Struggle.
Yeah, and I was just like, I don't care, I'm going to bench. Like, no matter what happens, I'm going into the bench. My dad in the basement has a table that's actually made out of a door. And it's in the middle of, or it's not in the middle, but it's like next to my gym. So he comes down while I'm benching, failing the bench, by the way, because I'm also somehow losing strength at this job. And he comes down, he's like, oh, we're going to move this today. So guess what I did after
You moved doors.
after moving
Now
300 doors?
funny. That's really funny.
Is I had to move another door.
Well, it's kind of like that
gym.
thing too. It's like with what I do for a living with all the lighting and stuff I do, like I'm constantly like seeing like it's one of those things I just like anytime I go into a public place, I'm always like checking out their lighting just because it's like what I do for a living. So it's like, but now you're gonna be like looking at doors in public now and like
Already.
judging
already.
them.
Yeah.
Like that's for sure what you're going to be doing.
I'm sitting in the shed looking and going like, oh, that's a one panel Z style barn door. Yeah, we have those. I wonder if that's one of ours. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, I just want a bench without doors.
It was really funny though.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I did not watch the YouTube thing, so
It was a good one.
of course
You
it
know,
was. It was Gluck.
I liked how it was cool seeing how big it is. Like Luck, I wouldn't say he hasn't done multiple home gym tours, but like we kind of got a peek behind his door, literally his the back door of the gym to like his little separate storage area, which is bigger than a lot of people's gyms, and it's just his storage area. So seeing some cool vintage stuff back there and all his overflow stuff was kind of neat to kind of see behind the curtain. But yeah, I enjoyed it. He's a good guy, good friend. Oh, what do we got? Little breaking news, if you will. So I think it's already an invite on Discord, but those don't really pop up. I think if you did those invite, do the calendar things on Discord ever actually pop up, or is it just a matter of you have to go look for them kind of thing? Because I don't
Yeah,
think
to
I
go to the
really.
events tab.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yes, but if you're not if you don't really if you're a passive Discorder, you don't know any of that stuff basically. Like you would never see these things. But the Lift Hard Live Easy 4 register. So basically, this is breaking news.
Ah.
Lift Hard Live Easy 4 is occurring in some capacity, and registration will be open on December 4th for strongman and powerlifting based on the Discord invite and stuff that Joey and I already know.
No, don't put that on me.
Yeah.
The amount of stuff I know, it's such a burden. And I swear you guys do it on purpose because you know I'm a steel trap. And then suddenly it'll be like, oh, yeah, by the way, I'm doing this. And I'm like,
Where if you told people you'd be a steel door, which would, also be work related,
You're a
and you couldn't get
steel
away with
door.
it. Hardy hard.
Yep.
So yeah, there will be a episode releasing. We're not sure when it's recording, but it will be releasing a couple days before this that we're going to record with Jake and Abby and go through the Lift Hard Lazy. I'm going to assume we're going to go through the events and maybe what went into last year's to some extent and what's going to go into this year, and we'll see what we can get Jake and Abby to spoil for us, and just talk strongman and Lift Hard Live Easy for an hour or so with them, and then the next. Initially, it was promised to be on 11/6, but that will come out 12/2, I believe now, just because it's going to coincide better with the registration. So we're not just giving you information a month ahead of time.
And I am calling it the Lift Hard Live Easy for life, NWO style. Like I am doing that.
I still like $4,000, but I never
You
get
would.
like no one ever likes that. Like when I said that 2 or 3 times in Discord, and I don't get a fucking reaction, and I'm like, you motherfuckers react to that.
So
It is really funny.
I said the for life thing, and then somebody said it like a week later because again, it's an NWO reference,
Yep.
and then you got the Crew Wolf
I think
Pack and
Bryce
all that
just said
kind of
it too,
stuff
and it got a bunch of traction.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Lift Hard Live Easy for life, which I'm not opposed to that. No, I don't know what the crew gift is. We can talk about it a little bit, but we do not know what it is. Joey's not. There's no way Joey's not going to get spoiled by the time it shows up. But
so far, and actually, big shout out to Jenna Lee, who
Sitting on it,
posted the
yeah.
blurry video and
Appreciate
said, "If you're crew, I won't spoil it." More of that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way I don't get spoiled because it's
gonna
like, I think Paul just got his, and he's like 2 hours away, or 3 hours away. I'm fucking 25 hours away. I don't think mine's gonna show up till the next like Wednesday. So,
Yeah.
fingers
Somebody's gonna
crossed.
post it in the Discord and ruin it anyway, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
also fine. But like, the more I can avoid it, the better. But I'm also not gonna get it for like another 2 months.
Yep. It was a funny story. I was watching a John Hack video on YouTube today, and it was in Carol's stream, and like the intro was literally like a drone footage of Carol's stream, and I was just like,
I hate that place.
Here, I was like the first, yeah. It's like, oh, the place does exist. It's not just like this crew lore thing. It's like actually a geography place that exists.
It does. You've got your Carol Stream and your Elk Grove, and they're just the same place, but they like pretend they're not, and they just send the packages back and forth for 2 weeks. Oh, I know all about it.
I just imagine there's a black hole right there, and whenever Joey's name shows up, they just stick it in there repeatedly.
No, anybody on this side of the country at all. Like Carol Stream, I swear has to be. It's like the worst warehouse ever. They just put stuff down and then they go home for the day. Like they work an hour a day or something.
Be the
That's why they're on strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bills game, hit me up with that.
Oh yeah. I think it's just I don't remember how long ago Jen had set this up. Within I don't know a couple months at the most, probably. I don't know, more than a week, less than 3 months, somewhere in there. Yeah. So who was it? It was me, Stephanie, Chris, the Cesneys, and then Jen and her husband. Uh, Met up at the Cesneys for a couple hours, had lunch, then went and tailgated. Had Chris grilled us up some burgers there. Stephanie and I had got a spot pretty close to the stadium that was kind of nice. And yeah, Sean, Jen's husband Sean is a big. So the whole reason is Jen's husband is a huge diehard Bills fan, even though he's from Iowa. So I think I knew the story at one point of how he was a Bills fan. I think it was the Jim Kelly era. And it was just that would have been him when he was a kid. I think watching all those Super Bowl losses had to be a kick in the teeth. So middle of the Midwest out there in Iowa, still a Bills fan. So I think it was their wedding anniversary, and they were going to be in Niagara Falls area, and wanted to catch a Bills game and do some pre-gaming with some some New Yorkers in this large state we have here. So I think she had initially set it up with Chris a while ago, and then was kind of a couple other people just kind of joined in. Yeah, it was just fun. Saw Matt and Jess's gym. That was really cool. It was funny because like Tanner and Tommy were literally there like 7 days prior, so 8 days I guess. But nonetheless, it was just like it's like wow, that was just kind of funny. Really nice house, freaking high ceilings in the basement, beautiful brand new house that they kind of built to themselves, as much as they could. And God, Bills fans are just not even say Bills fans, just like it was fun. Well, Stephanie and I stayed till about halftime, and it was just like it was an 8:30 kickoff or something, an 8:20 kickoff. So like we had already had like a 10-hour day before kickoff started, I think, or maybe a nine, an 8 hour because we left Rochester at like 11 o'clock ish. Got to Matt and Jess's at like 12:45 or something. So like by the time we got home, it was over a 12-hour day, and that was leaving at halftime. I don't know. It was it was fun. The weather was really good. We thought it was really gonna be a warm day. We got lucky that it was still warm, but we were like in the shade at least, where there was like a big tree next to the house we were parked by. So that was nice the tailgating wasn't just like disgustingly hot in a asphalt parking lot or something. So we got really lucky with that. The night aspect of the game was really cool, like all the intros and everything. There was fireworks and shit. I'm assuming they spent a lot more money on like fanfare basically as a night game.
Mhm.
Bills kind of played like shit the whole first quarter, or the first half, that is. I think they were down when we left. And it was just like some asshole was smoking weed right in front of us too, like at like a big outdoor stadium, and some douchebag is just like smoking. I mean, it might
Every
have only been
every football game ever, dude.
so I'm
Every
just
football
like
game ever. Yep.
as that was probably like the middle of the second quarter, and it went like he puffed up a few times over the whole quarter, and every time he did it, it like lingered for like a solid minute or two, and I'm just like, this is like I didn't fucking spend $500 to go fucking smell weed. Like that just was kind of the last straw. Like we knew we were gonna leave by like the third quarter anyway, just to kind of beat traffic and like not get home at 2 a.m. But I don't know, it's just like I don't know, it was obnoxious, but it was
Yeah.
fun. It was a really fun time. It was cool. It was the last that's the last season that they'll ever play in that stadium. So it was kind of a cool thing to do.
Yeah. I Jen was on the Canadian side too,
Mhm.
and I'm a little bummed I didn't know sooner because it's a 45-minute drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, well,
I was not in charge of party planning, so
no, not at all. But I just wonder if maybe like people don't know how far or
Mhm.
away I am or anything, or yeah. She's like, she posted a thing. She's like, I'm in Niagara Falls, Canada, and I was like it's a Saturday, I'm off. But either way, it is what it is. Do you want to do the last week's episode, or do you want to do my question?
Do your thing.
Okay, guys, do you wash your legs when you
Yes.
shower?
More or less. If you ask
Yes.
Matt, I never do.
No, you brush your
Based
teeth in the shower. We know.
well, I do that too, but yeah.
Okay,
There
why? What are your legs doing that require washing?
I wear shorts and I go into low income housing all day long. It's disgusting.
Hell yeah, good
Um
reason.
and people like smoke and people are filthy, and I like have to walk by fucking mounds of hoarder stuff that inevitably touch my body and my legs. And
Okay,
people's pets like jump up on you and shit. So I have filthy legs when I get home from work.
fair. Alex?
I can get pretty sweaty at work. I'm a park ranger,
Mm-hmm.
so you can get covered in sweat, and then also always good to do a tick check and
Yeah,
just do
okay,
that
the
in the
tick check
shower.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, might
So
as well wash.
when I was working at my old job, I never washed my leg because like I didn't sweat. I'm wearing dress pants, nothing's touching me. Come home and the water and soap will take care of itself. But now I do
Hmm.
because I constantly cut myself walking around a warehouse full of skids and forklifts and doors and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd put that out there. Like, which crew doesn't and which crew does? And I'm not a judgy person because again, I've been on both sides where I like my legs don't sweat. I'm not, except for my armpits. I'm not a generally sweaty guy. So like it wasn't one of those things where I was like, oh, my legs are sweaty, so I have to worry about it. So I just wanted to put that out there. Like,
Well,
who
the
does and who
funny
doesn't?
the funny follow up to that is like, so like you were working there for a couple days and you took your normal Joey shower and then like you noticed your legs were stinky and or bloody and scabby the next day and you're like, oh, I need to address this
It
better the
was
next
it
time
was
I
the
take a
bloody and
shower.
scabby. It wasn't the stinky. It was honestly like I cut myself in like two places on the same leg, and I was like, I should probably put some soap on that.
You might want to get a little.
Like, I'm not wearing shorts at work or anything, but like it still happens. Yesterday we were lifting some doors, and I dropped one side. Because you go to there's a transfer between picking them up and then carrying them, and during the transfer I just slipped, and yeah, and I caught it with my leg like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, don't do that. I'd rather drop the door.
Yeah, well,
Or
I didn't.
yeah.
Neither did the other guy. He was like, I should have just dropped this and not tried to catch it. I was like, same, dude. And
Yeah.
yeah, the big cut. I was like, I should really start washing my legs.
Thankfully, I am allowed to wear shorts. Like, I mean, it's my discretion. Like, there's other guys I work with that won't wear shorts just for like the same reason. If they don't want animals touching them, they don't want like they think that they're more of a they think they're less likely to get bugs on them if they don't have shorts on. I'm like, I don't know, fucking bugs are gonna crawl up your leg one way or another.
Yeah.
So we go into apartments that have fucking. I was in one this week in fucking Niagara Falls. The goddamn the shitty landlord. They didn't give like the tenants didn't have control of the boiler system and they were just on full blast fucking heat. So every apartment I walked into was over 85 to 95
Ew.
degrees. And like
Oh,
half these people didn't have the windows open either to like compensate it. So they were just in there baking. And like some of them are just like, oh, this is awesome. And other ones were like, I'm dying. I'm like, open your fucking window. But also they were like, and I felt really bad for them because like somehow they paid for the gas for the boiler, which didn't make sense because if they don't have control of it, like how can they segregate whose boiler's heat is consuming what gas? But nonetheless, it was a fucking brutally hot day. So even though it was like I'm driving to work with the heat on and it might only be 50 outside, like a lot of the places I go to work are 80 plus degrees inside. So I'm just like, yes, shorts until it starts to snow is kind of my motto
Mm.
every season.
I'm allowed to wear shorts. I just choose not to because all of my shorts are Massonomic shorts, and I don't want them wrecked.
Yeah, you'd almost have to go like a jean short or a cargo short. You
Yeah.
just have to buy some. All right. So yeah, so last week's episode, so that was the recap of the tour video. So that was their perspective of it. So it was essentially they essentially copied, our episode from last week and just kind of, expanded on it a little bit to include a couple other guys' tours. But no, I really enjoyed it. It was awesome. I'm like close. I'm more than just passive friends with a couple of the guys, and like I'm friendly with most of the other ones. So it was really cool to like, because I felt like these were people that I consider friends. So hearing like a little 10-minute story about each of them or whatever was just really cool and insightful. So I will always sign up to hear my friends talk about my friends. It's just kind of like that's just fun. So I will go ahead and give it a 5 out of 5. New York State toll roads.
Now, Alex, what about you, buddy?
I really enjoyed the episode. I liked hearing the recap of everyone's different garage gyms. I don't always have time to watch all of the Massonomics Garage Gyms shows, so just hearing them talk about it is nice. I'm really excited
Caught it a
for their
show.
future
It was a
surprise
show. Yes,
that they hinted at.
episode 500. Yeah, then they still didn't give us any insight on that. And if you
No.
notice, sorry to hijack your thing. If you notice, like I think they're recording that this weekend, so like in like
Mhm.
2 days from now, but it's not going to hit for like 3 weeks because I think they're on 498 or 497. So it's going to be, already done and just sitting there. And like, there's not going to be it's going to be live for them, but it's not going to be a live interactive thing for us. So that's kind of anticlimactic, but they're building it up to where it's got to be going to visit someone cool or a conglomerate of cool people, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. There has to be something
Yeah.
cool. Usually they don't build up that much smoke or that much stuff for just to be fucking mirrors behind the smoke. It's usually not something that's like, oh, that's lame.
Yeah, no, they're good about actually having stuff happening
Yes.
when they tell us something's happening.
Exactly.
They're gonna build it up, and it's just them recording in like Tommy's
Like,
gym
yeah.
or something. Like,
Yeah, just another Tommy's gym. Go through it again.
Sorry to hijack you
But
there. Go ahead.
yeah, I thought it was a great episode. I would rate it 5 out of 5 surprise Keith faces.
They got me.
yeah, they did. Yeah, not incorrect. All of my travels through the U.S., your gas stations suck for the
I
most
forgot
part.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, your gas stations do suck, but
We have some
also
good ones, but they're few and far between.
uh, they suck in Ohio as well.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember trying to get gas in Ohio and having to put in my zip code. But here's the thing, I'm Canadian and don't have a zip code. So like I had to go in and ask the guy like, I want to pay you, please. Make this easier. And he's just do zeros. And I'm like, do you understand that that's a barrier for people from around the world who want to come and give you money? Like, don't put barriers in between me and giving you money. That's a stupid move. Um, there was one other thing. Tommy made me laugh really hard, but I wish I could remember what it was. So I'm just going to go ahead and give the episode 5 out of 5 garage gym reveals.
Have you been like being able to now that you got about 2 hours in your car every day? Are you getting more podcasting time in? Or you doing
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah, oh yeah. I'm done Massonomics by Tuesday morning. Every time, and that's probably why I don't remember a lot. Because
Yeah, I
yeah.
gotta. If I don't write it down, I don't remember, and I only write it down 50% of the time of like what I want to talk
And
about.
we know you're writing it down while you drive because we've already established you drive distracted.
I do not do.
We know, dude. We know.
No, my typos are never because of that.
Never.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, I usually finish it by Tuesday, and then if I'm not on the episode, I listen to our episode, so that doesn't happen very often.
Oh,
And then back to horror episodes.
Taking it back. Was it on this week's episode or last week? The pre-show. It had no, it was last. It was Tanner talking about how he popped a Zen in that was like 2 years old and was like surprised
Yeah.
it didn't work. And I'm like, I don't know jack shit about Zen, but if it's any kind of perishable thing, what do you get, like 6 months shelf life on it, maybe? And maybe it still has something in it a year later.
I wish Zins lasted that long in my
Okay,
house, so
so
good
no.
on you, Tanner. But also 2 milligrams is nothing. It's nothing. I'm on 15s, so I am mainlining 15s throughout the day.
Is someone I'm curious though if someone's gonna like mail Tanner a sleeve of Zins now, and he's gonna like just be an addicted asshole to him.
Just talk to Trond. But no, also like for me, that would do the opposite, right? If I pop a Zin in while I'm driving, it relaxes me. It does not amp me up, as we discovered at Crew Falls last year. So that was pretty funny. And he's like, I don't know where I got this. He was just like sitting there rotting in his car. And
One of the gym
no,
he
said
he name dropped one of the gym members, gave him the can.
yeah.
No, what was taking it back to the Bills game? Like I don't realize how many people do. I don't even really know what a Zen is, really. But like every other person in line at the Bills game had to throw their can away. like three people, two of the 6 people in our party had to throw their can away.
And then when I go to this job, and like the whole joke is like, oh, blue collar workers and Zins. I go to this job, and every one of them's like, I have no clue what that is. Is that gum? And I'm like, no. And also, you don't want this. You don't want none of this shit, Dewey. You don't want none of this shit.
If you got some affiliates you want to hit us with, Joey?
Yeah, buddy. We'll start with Obsidian. He is back from vacation. He is shipping again. Got another order. Thank you, crew, for using code unpaid.
Is he actually shipping though, or isn't everything shut down? Or is he?
He ain't shipping to you.
Well, I know that nothing's coming across the border, but like I didn't know what was shut down.
No. I was kidding. I think he actually uses UPS. He doesn't use the Canada Post. So,
okay.
I mean, if only there was a way I could check. And so
curious.
he did make the horse stall ammonia.
Yeah, I figured
in collaboration. But if you missed out on that, you can always try the pumpkin spice lobotomy or nose bleach. Nose bleach is, I think, what he used for the horse stall ammonia. Nose bleach will mess up your life. Can confirm. We've got plate snacks, which I know y'all are using. I'm still shocked to see crew asking, "Where do you guys get your stickers printed?" And
And then
as
they
soon
cheap
as they
out
ask,
and
it's everybody going plate snacks code unpaid. So big ups to the crew that still puts that out there for us. We do appreciate that. If you're not listening to this, you're not going to hear this. But when you get your gym stickers made, they are high quality. They are shipped fast, and
to
use
work
code
with you on
unpaid
the
to save
design really
10%.
good too.
Yeah. If you have
Like
a
it,
design that like you can't think of or a way to make it a vector so that he can print it properly, he is going to work with you. You can also find our banner on his website directly on the website now. It's not even a secret link or a sneaky link
it
or a
just takes
spicy
so.
link.
There used to be so much work for me to like.
Yeah.
Here, this guy's gonna email you. Oh, he never. Then it's just like back and forth. I'd have like 10
Yeah.
DMs invested into like one fucking banner that we didn't make any money off of.
Yeah, and that banner hangs in most of the gyms that are coming up on the tour. So,
There's like that is
yep.
a fair amount.
Yep, that's code unpaid at Plate Snacks and Belt Fed Strength. Huge fan of Chris and everybody over there. So if you go to Belt Fed Strength, you get to use code unpaid, and it's only for crew. Please don't share that out. There is no kickback for us on that one. That is legitimately just because Chris loves being a part of this.
And I think we could set that up to get a kickback, but I'm just gonna let it because I know he does accept affiliates now, but I'm not gonna do that. I'd rather not like just because then I think if he does that, then he'll either cut what the crew get as a percentage or even be less of a fucking deal for him. So yeah, we're not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
we'll let that
we'll
ride.
stick with what we got.
Yep. Nate doesn't need a speedboat that bad. Big Alex,
He might.
did you have anything you want to tell the listeners about Massnomics?
Yes, I do. I have a video pitch.
Nice. Let's hear it.
So, okay, this is the opening shot. There's a grayscale room with a person watching the news. They hear a knock, knock. Hello. The person walks over. They're wearing the plain champion shorts and a Tango Charlie shirt. They open the front door and they see Joey and Keith wearing Massonomic shirts that just pop and lift shorts. Joey and Keith say, have you been looking for a group who wants to lift hard and live easy? For a place that debates whether chicken bakes or cottage cheese are a better protein source? Where the important strength questions are answered, such as, which lift is the squat of the upper body? Are you home gym curious? Come check out Massonomics, a podcast about lifting that doesn't talk about lifting, a community who just wants to lift some weights, have a piping hot LaCroix, and be silly geese. Become a supporting member today. There's only 3 spots left. Off screen, you hear the person say, let's do it. The closing shot, a garage door rolls open in a scant reveal with a person wearing the newest Massonomics drop, home gym in the background, and they say, honk, honk.
That'd be an impressive video. I'd like to see someone make that.
It's all this movie talk. It's all the movie talk. That's what's
I did like the movie. There was some good movie chatter in our Discord this week of who would play who and whatnot, and some plot follow up from Dirty Sanchez's questions last week.
Yeah, it made me think actually of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure with we had Tommy and Tanner instead. Did you guys watch that movie?
Yeah, that actually. Yeah, which one's Ted is Bill Keanu or is no? Now that I can't remember, but like
I think Ted is Keanu, but
yeah,
it
so
was like the same vibe
Bill
of
and Tommy.
Massonomics.
Well, because like so the not Keanu character has that
Yes.
curly blonde hair, a little shorter than Tommy's, but very much of that. And I could see Tanner. Like that's not a bad like Bill and Ted and Tommy and Tanner. Isn't like I mean there's worse comparisons for like a duo.
Yeah.
Stuff.
And plus the whole cult thing in the future, that might be there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we better kick off those looky-loos and see if we can get this guest on the horn. What do you think, Joey?
yeah, let's do it.
Big Wes, you there, buddy?
I'm here. I'm excited to go.
Or Big Alex, Big Wes. We had a little confusion in the pre-show of who you are, but we're not going to... Well, actually, maybe that was the show, but nonetheless, we're going to go with Big Alex, and you are here. I want to hear that origin story. What brought you to Massonomics? Why are you here?
Yeah. So back in 2017, I got laid off from my job. The company ran out of money, and I decided I wanted to be a park ranger, but I needed to lose a little weight and be a little more fit. So I started Googling fitness podcasts, and Massonomics top 10 list showed up.
Nice.
So you started listening to some of those podcasts, and ended up getting a job with the Park Service where it was about an hour and 15-minute commute. So I just started going through the Massonomics short backlog at the time, and have just been listening ever since. It did take me years to actually buy something from them.
Well, that's not. I mean, it's really cool to support the people that you consume the podcast. You know, I also probably took. I don't know. I was like 6 months maybe before I bought anything.
I think it was about 4 years, honestly.
You fucking leech, you.
I'm gonna say I'm a little cheap sometimes, and
I feel that. So
I was like, I don't know if I want to buy these shirts or not, and now I
but now you wish you bought more of them when they were cheaper, huh?
I know. I should have.
It's like they used to be like $28 or some shit. I don't remember. Well, 20 something. I don't remember. I don't remember what the cheapest shirt I bought was.
Yeah. And then in February of 24, I finally decided to become a supporting member.
Nice.
And jumped on the Discord for a second or two and got overwhelmed completely.
That'll happen, yeah. Especially now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you waited too long. If you got in Discord in 2020, 2021,
I know.
But if it was only like 50 people, it would have been a little easier to.
I should have.
This is manageable.
And then Big Cody had his You and You episode, and that kicked my backlog of you guys off. And
nice.
Here we are.
Your friends, so we'll get into what you do. So you know Cody through work then, to some extent?
I have never actually met Cody. Cody has met my wife through work. She also works for the Park Service.
Gotcha.
So they're in the same division.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if I believe it or not, but I have heard California is a big state.
It's a little big. I don't know. Maybe as big as New York.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Possibly.
No way.
As some might call it, it is it's the northeast of the West.
Yes.
Or its size.
A little warmer though, I think.
Yeah, just a hair. No, that's cool. I enjoy that. So you're finally in the Discord now, and you got that going, and you don't do it much of the YouTube videos just because it's you still have that commute, so you probably shouldn't be listening. Yeah, I definitely don't recommend watching YouTube video while you drive, so don't do that. So that's a fair reason not to watch.
You shouldn't do that. I also don't have a commute anymore. I start from work at home, so
nice.
I have a take home car. It's nice.
Or do you live at work now?
I used to live at work. I used to live in work housing.
If you love what you do you ever really work?
Don't.
Yes, you do.
Don't love your work your love.
Yeah. If no one caught that was sarcasm because fuck work.
Everyone at work, we like to say we get paid in sunsets.
Aww.
Government job, so I don't know what the hourly rate is, or the salary might not be that great, but I'm sure the benefits are got to be well enough.
Yeah, sunsets.
Yeah, sunsets.
Sunsets and birds, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
So just so everyone knows who we're talking to, do you want to hit us with your name again? Well, your whatever name you're comfortable giving for this does go out to the public, and then Instagram, Discord, anywhere you want people to find you.
Yeah, it's Big Alex West on Discord, and then on Instagram it should be Wes Hartman is the name, and the Instagram handle should be LOH_Hartman, if I remember correctly.
And that was throwing me off too. So what's the LOH in that? Like, where'd you come up with that?
That's my the last 3 letters of my last name.
Oh, okay. Good
deal. Yeah, it somehow stands for I post once a year.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty much.
That's so. If you were like, why did this asshole post a story with me and my wife with his face on me? It's because the only picture I had from you was the one you sent us for the thumbnail, and I didn't want to jump the gun and use that early. And you didn't have any tagged photos whatsoever, because a lot of times if like your main feed is a little light, I can go to tagged photos and be like, oh, that'll work. So you didn't have anything. So the only clear face shot you even had was a picture of like you and your wife. I was like, I guess I'm using this.
I thought you just wanted a good picture with me, Keith. You're welcome. I'll take you out on a date anytime, man.
Aww.
Next time I'm in the big state of California.
There you go.
So with the new job, I had some time in between leaving work and recording today. So I said, I'm going to do that thing where I go and like peruse somebody's Instagram and then get them with something. And I went to your Instagram and I started like looking at the dates, and I was like, this dude literally posts once a year. Like
Yeah.
it's like February 2024, and then it's like March 2021 is the next post. And I was like, there is not the child in this post is walking right now, so I can't surprise him with anything.
I'll just say, oh, work beat into me in the academy, not
Yeah,
to post things on social media.
very fair.
And
Yeah, very fair. I'm like I'm mocking you a bit, but like not in a way that actually matters.
yeah, I do the stories occasionally, but
Okay.
those only last 24 hours. So you got to be watching every day.
Yeah, I kid. I hate Instagram and I hate influencers and I hate all of that shit. You know that, but I
I
thought it was
know.
just funny that I was just like, I got nothing on this guy, so good for you. All right, we already got the where do you live, where you from?
I mean, vague. So always in California.
Yeah, I've always been in California, a giant state.
Hmm.
I grew up in the Bay Area, so lots of people around. And now I'm over in Mendocino County, which has 90,000 people in it. That's for the whole county. And
Is that a lot?
no, the
Are
town I
there?
live in has 7,000 people.
Oh
So I think
my.
it's always funny when I hear Tommy and Tanner talk about how small Aberdeen is, and I realize I live in a smaller town now.
So for my bad geography, where are some other crew like north, south, east, west of you?
um,
And like,
I think Big Danger 707 on the Discord is in the Santa Rosa area. He's about 2.5 hours from me. And then I think the next closest person is in Sacramento. That's about 4 hours away. One of the Davids is also about 4 hours away. I'm like by myself.
okay,
If
so
you
like
go
yeah,
on
so so
the certified training facilities, I don't have pictures up,
oh
but
Jesus Christ, we got to end.
I know, Keith, I
Yeah,
know.
fucking
It's
that
it's an
is.
8x8 space. There's not many good pictures I
It
can
doesn't
take.
matter. You're never gonna get featured, and you're just gonna waste their time because one day they're gonna click on it and be like, "Oh, this asshole doesn't have a picture," and you just
I'll,
waste
I'll, all
stole
right, I'll
Tanner and
do it
Tommy's
this week.
time.
I'll clean the gym and take a nice picture.
To me, it's more about don't steal people's time. I don't know. I'm just a.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
that's what it's about.
It really is.
but
How many times have they clicked on a goddamn thing and said this doesn't have a picture? Like,
Well, I
well,
don't
now they
know.
seem to prep a little bit more, so they have one they already
well,
picked
yeah.
and they're
Well,
ready to
now you're
go.
wasting their time off the show.
They
Yeah,
don't
they're
do
all.
Canadian. They don't do Canadian gyms, so like, who knows?
I don't.
But
Have they done? That might be. Yeah. Put that in Tanner's ear. If you actually, if we, so like, have they done a Canadian gym? I'm trying to.
didn't he do
They did
who's
Max
Okay.
up in
So,
yeah,
Iqaluit.
that's what
so
I was
like
gonna say.
percentage wise, they've probably done the same percentage if they've done American gyms because what are there like 20 Canadian crew and like 700. 700.
Wow.
It's you got to play the numbers game.
The anti-Canada
You can't just be
rhetoric
like I want
starts
a Canadian gym
already.
every 3 weeks. I'm like, well, you
No,
have
I'd like one
4% of the crew. You get 4% of the certified training facility
4%
walkthroughs.
of the crew. You are pulling things out of your ass.
So
So
what I'm hearing, Joey, is you need to start recruiting more Canadians to take over.
And the best part is nobody can stop me.
I still wish we could get the I'm still waiting for the referral plan to start to where like you refer five crew and you're for every five crew you get it's like $1 it comes off of what you have to pay to still be certified.
You want this to
I
be an
hear you.
MLM?
Yes.
Not really. Be funny.
Isn't it already?
Yeah, no, because the like in an MLM you make money. In the crew, your bonus is the friends you made along the way.
Yeah, I know.
That's fair.
It took me so long to get to that, and I'm sorry, but like I had it in my head.
I
Uh,
almost worked for MLM in
Oh.
college. Cutco Knives was hiring.
Same.
My wife.
I went to the
Same.
interview, and
Yeah, me
then when they
too.
said I had to buy something to do the job, I was like, "Oh, I have no money. That's why I'm interviewing for a job."
Yeah.
Like, oh,
So
you don't have $700 for the starter set, sir?
Yeah.
For your
so
display?
then okay, I've never told this. I also interviewed at Cutco, which was, of course, a big group interview, which was a pitch. It wasn't an
Mhm.
interview.
Yep.
And then he sat me down and blah, blah, blah. And then about a week later, I got a job with one of the biggest cell phone companies in this country.
hmm
So I went and sat down and I was like, oh, just so you know, I'm actually not going to accept this position. I got a job with Bell,
Yeah.
Bell Canada. And the dude yelled at me.
What?
Yeah, oh, go
That's
waste
funny.
your time over there. Go blah blah blah. And I was like, buddy, full-time hours, benefits, and none of my own money. Like, what are you talking
Mm-hmm.
about? He screamed at me, but again, it's because it's money out of his pocket, right? So,
Yep.
yeah, get
Yes.
fucked, get wrecked. Sorry, are you okay if we swear? You haven't sworn
Yeah,
yet.
you can swear.
Okay.
I try to work on myself for work when I talk to people.
Mhm.
I try not to swear. So I can get in trouble if I swear with the public.
Yeah,
So.
it's gotten me in trouble.
I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, you're good, Joey. Swear all you want.
And C word comes out. No. What's the one piece of Massonomics merch that you wish you had?
Okay, I've been thinking about this one.
Mm-hmm.
I know there were some back channel deals. I probably could have jumped on this and I missed it at some point in the Discord. I really wanted the band, one of the band shirts. And
Yeah, buddy.
it was just when they first went for sale and I was just listening to Massonomics. At the time, I didn't feel like I could wear something like that. Like, they're like, I can't wear a lifting shirt. I'm not a guy who lifts. And now I'm like, fuck, I should have just bought that thing. There you go, Joey. I cussed for you.
did.
Yep. Yeah,
Uh,
that's why I don't have the flag anymore. Because
Yeah.
I bought the flag because I thought it was so funny, and then my brother was just like, "Oh, I love it. I can hear his voice. I drink Bud Light. I'm so happy you got that." And then I was like, "Nah, man, I'm not a lifter. You are.
Yeah.
Here, take this flag." And now here we are, like 4 years later, 5 years later, and I'm just like, "Why would I give that away?"
I definitely didn't buy mini gym shirts right off the bat. I definitely was like flag, banner, some other paraphernalia, and then like a year later shirts.
Mm-hmm. But my other answer would be honestly the Massonomics joggers I'm wearing right now. I bought them slightly too small,
Oh no.
so I can never wear them in public.
Oh, you got
Either the
you got
ass
the
or-
blueprint going?
Yeah, either the ass,
Look at my mouth.
the bolster showing, or the ankle. It does not look good. So I'd really love them in a larger pair. So if you guys could bring them back, I would buy them in a heartbeat.
There is a drop coming up, so it's not those, but it's it is a coat drop, or is it coat or I always get mixed up if he says coat or jacket when he's talking about hoodies, but I'm going to assume it's a hoodie. I told Stephanie it was a hoodie, so fingers crossed.
Or it might actually be a coat.
Yeah, but
Or maybe
you
it's
never
the first
you really never
Massonomics
know.
onesie.
Yeah, you never really
Yeah.
know if it's going to be a coat or a jacket.
I'm not babysitting a onesie.
Hey man, you don't have to. They go under everything else.
No, how do you pee?
Just when you're
That's the
deadlift.
concern. Like, I'm living easy over here.
You
I
just
had to
let it
pee
go.
sometimes.
Well, if they had the reverse zip, then you're good. Like they have for
Yeah.
the kids' clothes, where it goes from the butt towards the front and the front, so you can just unzip the bottom.
Or the butt flaps with the buttons, like in the old
Yeah.
timey cartoons.
Yeah, and the ass is hanging out.
Your ass is hanging out all the time.
Sometimes I've just been known to, and then when I tried to actually tried to show it off, it just blurred. And that.
Eh.
Oh, I did. I did Moon, Chris, Mark, and Matt and Jess's driveway before going to the Bills game. we were getting ready to go. I was just like, this is too easy not to. So hopefully there was no neighbors looking.
I think
across
I've
the
heard
street.
anybody mooning anybody in years.
I didn't. It was more of a. I didn't like bend over and show my. It wasn't like a full cheek spread or anything.
Give him
It
the
was
goat.
it was just a. Yeah, no. It was just standing there with my cheeks hanging out, just kind of. I'm sure he said he appreciated it, so we'll go with that. You got a Hall of Fame status to follow that one up there, Alex?
Yeah.
I believe I brought up the goat on a podcast.
I'm waiting. Good movie.
Oh, I'm old.
Awesome.
All right, go.
With today, this is number 5.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
be 5 in. Yeah. Being
What do
in
you think some realistic ones that would be the next to fall would be?
I am
We know you definitely don't have a picture with a fucking crew on your Instagram. That's for sure.
I don't have one. Hey, I tried. I was down in Southern California, like 30 minutes from where Cody works, and I messaged him, and he happened to be at a training over on the other side of the state that day, and I was like, "Come on!"
I believe the locals call it SoCal.
Yeah.
So assuming,
Do they? Though?
They
I
also
made that up.
say things like the 5. They're weird down there.
That's
So
funny
did-
because when you joined our Discord today, I hit you with the Californians.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? I didn't even know you were from California at the time. What's that? Foreboding, impending.
Porsche.
Foreshadowing. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Foreshadowing.
yeah.
There you go, Keith.
Yeah, I chose the evil ones, and you guys chose the right one. Good for you.
Yeah, I am trying to convince the wife to
My
go
wife.
out to the Lift Hard, Live Easy 4.
That'd be
Mhm.
We
fun.
are having twins in like sometime in the next 19 days.
Okay.
So
And they're not your
we'll
first kids,
see.
right? You have other kids, or they are
I have
yours?
one other kid, yeah. So this will be number
So
2 and
actually,
3.
you'll actually be able to say, and the twins. You know, you'll be
Yeah.
able
Yes,
to do
I
like the
will.
And
actual
when you
song.
bring them to the Live Hard, Live Easy, it's just gonna be that on repeat. That'll be your walkout song.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to convince her it'd be a great road trip or a flight and then a road trip with a stop off in
definitely be a road trip.
Aberdeen.
That'll be
But
fun.
The Dean.
I got a few months of working on it.
All right. Well, we know you do have a sporty membership number because you showed us your card, and we got a little funny story here. I'll kind of tell my end of it. So we're like, "Hey, Alex, what's your sporty membership number?" Because I thought he was I thought he was a lot newer crew than he was, and then most new crew that are post the gold card like have no clue what their membership number is. So he pulled out the gold card and he was like, "Oh, I'm member 69 or 269
420.
or no, yeah, it was 420. Yeah, you're right. So it was 420, which is plausible that his number could be 420 because that's roughly when he would have joined." And we were like, "Nah, dude, it says 069 420 and then your number, and it says that on every single fucking card." And he was like, he was so devastated. So
I
what is
was.
your true, now that your bubble has been burst and you're back in reality, what is your true, your true to 2 years ago membership number?
Well, now that Keith and Joey have crushed my dreams, I'm 379.
All right, so you're probably more like, so you probably are like 350, but Tanner will tell. I think Tanner dropped the ball. He didn't earn it. Did Matt actually know his real number? I don't remember. I don't think Tanner posted in our Discord this week. Matt's Discord number.
Yeah,
So
no,
Tanner, if you're
I
listening,
don't think you did.
You might have. I know you were a little busy last week. I don't know what you're doing this week, but you got to keep.
I
up
know what
those,
he's doing.
Yeah. Is that this week? Oh yeah, we do know what that is, but I don't know when that is happening. I think it is this week. They're crazy busy. All right.
Busy as dinks.
So I did fix the blank show notes. So now it actually does say certified training facility. So when
Thank
someone
you.
says CTF, I'll know what they're talking about. So do you have a CTF?
Yes, I do have a CTF. It's
Nice.
Lost Coast Iron.
Lost Coast? Like
Lost Coast. Yeah,
Like,
I'm on the
because-
southern end of the
because you're
Lost Coast for any of those hikers out there.
okay. I thought it was like a joke. Like you don't live near the coast, so it's like the Lost
No,
Coast.
I'm about a mile and a half from the ocean right now,
Oh,
sitting
dope.
in my house.
Beautiful. That's
Yeah.
got to be can you smell it from there? Like I
Oh, I can hear it. Yeah.
Oh,
If
really?
I
That's actually really cool.
yeah, all year round you can hear the ocean go, and in the winter, it's loud.
So like not necessarily beachy area, but like hilly area, kind of like where the water is, or
It's cliffs, and
Nice.
there
That's
are
my
a few
favorite.
beaches.
It's my favorite
Yeah.
kind of like I loved when I was in like New Hampshire or Cape Cod, where it was like
Mhm.
there were some beaches, but there was also just like huge dunes and stuff. So it wasn't just like your stereotypical like South Carolina flat beach or whatever. It's just like massive fucking waves. Like that's like what I want to see when I see the ocean. I don't want to see some
Oh,
dinky
come
little
out
flat
here
beach.
in November through January, man. We'll get some 20-foot swells going, and you can just watch
Oh.
the ocean destroy things.
I could fall asleep watching that. Like
Yeah,
that'd
that
be
sounds
that'd be
gorgeous.
so beautiful to watch. Like that just sounds peaceful. as
What town
shit.
are you in?
Lost?
It's Fort Bragg, California.
Because it sounds like you're right in a good spot for serial killers.
Oh, we are. We're Murder Mountain. You guys ever watch that on Netflix?
No.
I'm sure my wife has. She watches all that shit.
Fort,
Murder
Fort
Mountain.
Bragg with 2 G's?
Yeah.
Oh, like the actual military base is the name of the town? Or is
It's
that a different?
named after the same person. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Same
The
location.
military base has not been here since like 1860.
Oh, okay, so there's
Or-
a Fort Bragg somewhere else, and you're in the town of Fort Bragg. That's unrelated.
Well, there's Fort Bragg over in the East Coast.
Oh, is that what?
But,
Okay.
yeah.
I know I'm not a big military guy. I know there's something called Fort Bragg that is a large military base. I just don't know where
Yep.
that is.
Okay,
So,
I'm going to
not
add
in
this
your
to
backyard.
unpaid and underrated, see how you feel about that.
All right. Well, he does that. So you gave us, wouldn't say you were on the high side, but you weren't on the light side. You're kind of right in the middle. I think you had about 7 submissions. So I did appreciate you getting a couple into us for the questionnaire. So how'd that go? Especially you not being a social butterfly whatsoever on the internet, at least, asking friends and family to tell your life story and then send it publicly to people when you don't do that on your own page. How'd that go?
It went okay. I just my friends have known I've started getting into lifting the past I've done my one post a year for
Yeah, so
like 2 or 3
they must
years.
be your actual in life real friends because they
My
clearly
in
didn't get
life
that
real
from your
friends.
they didn't get that from your Facebook or your Instagram.
Yeah, no. They know that I've done like one competition for the last a year for the last like 3 years. So they
Okay,
knew
cool.
I've been getting into lifting. So I just said, I'm in a lifting Discord. I'm on a podcast. Could you guys answer these questions?
That's
And
probably the
then
easiest way. Yep.
I forgot that my Instagram name is not my real name. And then they called me and they're like, did you get uh this is a scam because this name is not your name. It's like, thanks for looking out, guys. But no, that's the Instagram name. That's just auto polls.
Yeah, click this link, put in some
Yeah,
information. Everything will be
exactly.
fine. Yep.
Oh, so when they go to type it out, it has all that stuff that
Well,
I
no,
pre-fill in with the link
Yeah.
and okay.
yeah, he was just sending a random link to his friends, and they didn't know who he was.
No, I think he's basing it when they opened up the
No,
UNU questionnaire. It
when they opened
has
it up, they were like,
it
"Oh,
has
that's not you.
because I
This
have to
must be
go
a scam."
when I make the thing, like it has like I have to manually input Instagram and full name and a couple other things and stuff. So all that must populate
Oh,
in
I
what
thought it
they
auto
fill in.
polled for you.
No, I
No,
You
mean
gotta
there's
get Nate
not
to do
yet.
that
there
for
is
you.
a ton of stuff that it does, but like it is so much fucking better than it was a year ago, and it's so much better than it was 2 years ago when it was strictly fucking sliding into your wife's DMs, which was just super awkward. Getting like having to go back with like, hey, your wife has a private profile. Go tell her to check her hidden messages. What does that mean? I don't know how to explain that. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? So yes, a lot of people are. So good stuff. I know I've been
Take that,
chatting.
past guest.
Yeah, you fucking. But we don't do that anymore. Nate made my life a lot easier. Still not perfect, but nothing ever will be because there's still, even I have to put in the work and I have to do some work for this podcast and just not as much as I used to. Least fun, most fun. Alex, are you familiar with this game?
I am familiar with this game.
Would you like the honor of describing the rules and how it's played and all that jazz?
Yeah. You're gonna give me one subject, and I'm gonna say the least fun thing about that subject for me, and the most fun thing about that subject.
Indeed.
And I can talk as long as I want.
Absolutely. If this one's not one you want to go with, I'll pull something else out. So, but I thought this could, get some good stories. So, least fun, most fun, being a park ranger.
Yeah, we'll go with this. Little serious thing. I think the least fun thing about being a park ranger is that people go on vacation to escape their problems, but the problems come with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a cop. I'm a full peace officer in the state of California. So I get to deal with all of the people who are having some overindulgences or bad days, arguments with their spouses.
You see a lot
And
of
that is the least fun thing to happen
sure.
in the campground.
Do that.
I want to say the most fun. I know I joked about getting paid in sunsets earlier, but probably the coolest part about my job is that I have a legitimate reason to just be like, I'm fucking going hiking for an hour and no one can tell me no. And
I'm on the clock.
Yeah, and I can just go out and go to a spot that I haven't been to in a while or I know has a great view, or if I'm having a shitty day, maybe where people aren't going to be. And I can walk out, see some nature, see the ocean if I want to. It's I'm in a really cool area that I didn't know I'd be living here for as long as I have. We have the ocean with the redwoods. I have dune systems on the beach. I have a kayakable rivers that go on. You can get lost in our woods and the oaks. Like there's a lot of different things to come to out here, and that's like the most fun part about it.
Sounds beautiful.
This sounds wonderful.
Well done. I appreciate that. I figured that was a good one to, usually we ask what you do, but it was that's a unique enough of a job that I did want to hear some highs and lows about it, ungenetically.
Yeah. So I guess hype person is next. Do you know this question?
I do know this question, yes.
Okay, so you've got one big lift coming up, whether it's your favorite lift, your least favorite lift, it's something you got to hit. Who is the person hyping you up the most? Dead, alive, past, present, future, obviously. Who is that?
All right, I got a double answer.
Of course.
So first is my son Hart. He's 4 years old. and he's been to 2 of my strongman competitions, and at the last one, he was copying my wife, and yelling, "Lift it, baby!" But in like the really high pitched 4-year-old voice. It was fantastic. I got one more rep out of it. I then failed the next one, but I got that one more rep
Yeah.
on that car deadlift. So worth it. So that's like my home family answer. I think everyone's been doing a lot of lifting people choices. So I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna go with Teddy Roosevelt. I think Teddy Roosevelt would be a really good hype man on a lift. He's a pretty cool dude and a pretty cool life. He did a lot. And I think he would like meet someone and know how to motivate them. So
I'm only picturing Robin Williams playing him.
Same. That's all I can-
close enough.
That is
Yeah,
literally-
but no, that sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I would pick Robin Williams too. That would also not be a bad option.
I like
so Robin
unique
Williams
answers.
playing Teddy Roosevelt
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
my hype man.
Oh, go pick up this lift. Oh,
That'd be very cool. Good answer.
yeah, very good. Not to get political.
Hey, we do a good job of like if someone brings it, we've done a very good job over 2.5 years or whatever the fuck we've been doing this to like steer clear and like So there's people that like literally want it's like their personality is fucking being a political human being. Like
Yeah.
we'll tippy toe around it, and once you talk about it, we'll just when there's that dead silence and we ask you a completely different question, then that's just how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I remember
We'll feed into that.
the one submission we got, and it was just like he hates insert political party. It's a big part of his personality, and I was like, fucking delete. Like
Yes.
that's ridiculous. I deleted that before before you even saw it. I was like, fucking delete that.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
Mhm.
Butts. Why do you hate being called butts, and why are you called butts?
Okay. So first, sorry, mom and dad. This is a story from that I told one of my good college buddies. He was one of the groomsmen in my wedding in middle school. Oh, maybe almost middle school. I can't remember if I was 10 or 11. Elementary. Okay, elementary school. That's not any better.
No, I'm just saying 10 or 11 wouldn't be.
It does not add to the
If you're
story.
11 in middle school.
That does not make it better.
I guess
It's
maybe
a little worse.
maybe
One of my best
fifth, sixth
friends,
grade.
he was into skating. I would pretend to be into skating. What we would do is we'd go out and he'd skateboard and I'd fall down, and then we'd find cigarette butts on the ground and smoke them. So that was like our rebellious thing to do as the 10 or 11-year-old kids, and that happened for like a year or two, and then stopped doing that. But my college buddy Dick, that's actually his name. Sometimes he is a dick.
Thank you for the clarification. Yeah.
Yeah. We were just out drinking one night and getting a little plastered, and he had about something, so we had to go on a walk, and he started smoking a cigarette. And I was like, oh, I'll bum one of those. And then I drunkenly told him that story. And then I was called Butts for the next few years by him alone. He was the only person who would call me.
That's actually really funny. Well, like was that your first real cigarette that you can think of then? Like, that time.
The one with Dick, or
the one with Dick. Because I can't imagine like smoking. I'm sure I as like a fucking 10-year-old like lit up my parents' cigarette butts once maybe, and it's like you're just smoking a fucking filter. Like there's nothing there.
Yeah,
like,
no, I had one or two in high school, and then throughout college had bummed a few. Not very many from people.
Like, do you have a memory of that like first real cigarette and being like, huh, that's not the same as smoking butts when I was 10? Like,
oh yeah. It's much better. I can't. Nicotine is an amazing thing, and I will never be able to have a Zyn because it is fantastic.
Yeah,
and
I can't do it either.
Get hooked.
My wife told me I'll never. My wife literally yelled at me and said, "Don't you ever fucking start those."
So
I agree. Don't start these
because it would be a gateway to fucking chewing tobacco again too. So
no, God, no, not at all.
I'm too old to like. I don't have the willpower now to break a habit, so I just have to not get into a habit. I don't think at 40 I could be like, I'm gonna do something for another 5 years and then stop it.
Yeah. The one exception for the nicotine, which we haven't done since we had kids, is my wife and I used to hookah. We own our own hookah, so we would occasionally like once a month on a starry night. You go light up a hookah. Ooh, that was great. But hard to do when you have kids running around and yelling and needing to be helped with and all that stuff.
I think I did that like once, like my early 20s, late teens, maybe twice. Just something like there was like a hookah bar. You just like went with your buddy.
Oh yeah,
I think that was just...
it'd be a great crew get together. Go to a hookah bar instead of a cigar bar.
Yeah, I can see that. So you are the 19th crew in the last like 25, I think, that play rugby or have played rugby. I feel like are we a rugby crew or are we a basis crew? Because I feel like rugby is which is cool. Like
Yeah.
that's like maybe it's just, people just feel comfortable talking about it more than they like. I don't know if I just feel like there's been a bigger ratio of people playing rugby than there has been like football or something in the last several episodes. So
yeah, I thought that was super interesting. I feel like it's partly because one, rugby is another niche thing you can get into, sort of like getting this into lifting or a group that talks about lifting, right? And then there's a correlation with just wanting to have a good time when you play rugby at the college level and the men's level. It's just a bunch of dudes who want to go out, play hard for an hour and a half, and then go drink a few beers.
there you go.
What do you play?
I prefer hooker or loosehead, but I played any tight 5 that would let me play on the pitch. So wasn't always good enough to be first team right away. So being able to play all of the tight 5 positions, which are in the scrum, so you have Lucy, hooker, and tight head front 3, and then behind it are your 2 locks, 4 and 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Being able to play all those positions let me get on the field more.
That's smart.
I will say
ability is availability, so being able to play any of those positions is clutch.
Of all of those words, scrum was the one I understood.
Yeah, they were all so vulgar.
I asked that question for the other rugby listeners. I have no clue what he just said. Roll Tide.
The visual aid did help.
It really did, actually.
Okay, so like there's like just like a center, 2 wings, and then like defensemen. Essentially, they're just called something different.
Yeah. No, the other thing I got to say for all the rugby players is forwards are better than backs, and we all know that.
Okay, so big shout out now to any cricket players in the crew that really want to get involved and come and explain cricket to us.
Someone played cricket.
It's probably Dodds.
One of our 130 guests has played cricket. I know. I'm fairly positive.
It's David.
For some reason, I think Mad Cow played cricket, but I might be way off.
You know what? Like, I would put that on Mad Cow for sure.
I can't remember.
He'd be the guy that's like, I do grip training and play cricket. I love that dude.
How old are you, Alex?
31.
I need to add that to like the stock question, because sometimes I'm like, it just gives me a better baseline of like, all right, are they my age? Are they 10 years younger? Are they 20 years younger?
We're big age now?
Well, no, it's good. Like, it gives more perspective of like
gatekeeping. Keith.
I started lifting when I was, because sometimes they just put like in college I started lifting, and I'm like, okay, was that 15 years ago or 5 years ago? Like, I don't.
It doesn't matter. It was in college.
I know, but it gives me no point of reference to like carry a conversation on, as far as like when I have limited information in front of me. All right, 31, good deal. And then so you've been with you said you've been. I do say that a lot. It's my favorite line.
It's not on the bingo though, so
no, there was so many that, and I'm glad when I did see the full bingo card. I was like, all right, because like he said like 3 in a row that were all like playful jabs at like repetitive things I say, and then I was like, we didn't fucking say anything about Joey, and then I was like, okay,
no,
Joey has just as many. Joey has just as many, but he just didn't happen to mention them. So I was like, okay,
Joey gets dumbfounded by an American thing. Like, get fucked. Like, you guys, do you know how many I could pull?
And then you use fucking postal codes as like the way to defend it when you have the most fucking convoluted postal code system in the world. It's like triple fucking R's. It's like, let's just have 97 fucking numbers instead of
six things, and it's alphanumeric, and they are relegated.
Every time I write your address, my hand hurts.
Region, and the first 3 digits are where you are, and the second digits are which side of the street you're on. It is not that difficult, but Americans are just like, it's not only 6 letters. Instructions unclear, dick stuck in fan. Like it.
What?
Like you.
Dick stuck in episode title. Well, no, we can't use that. But goddamn, that would be a funny episode title.
Like, I'm sorry, but like, yeah.
All
Americans are the only ones confused by the rest of the world. Sorry.
All right, Big West, what's your lifting history, man?
I have to pee. You guys
get
made me
into
laugh
it
too
in
hard.
was it a high school thing, a college thing, a rugby thing, getting into the police force thing?
Yeah. I lifted a little tiny bit in college for rugby. I would do like,
Wait, hold
I
on.
don't
Sorry,
know.
1 second. So was that an example of when I ask a question and is this it? Did I just do the bingo thing where I ask a question and give like 3 separate answers before you answer the question? Is that like was that a textbook?
I would say that's a part of the bingo card. Yeah. I'd say someone out there has gotten bingo.
Because like when I read it, I was like, I think I know what he's talking about, but like, wait. So then as soon as I got done saying, so yeah, so it is when I ask a question and then give 3 separate scenarios to kind of set you up to then kind of go with.
Yep.
Okay. Well, sometimes I don't do that because I don't do that because every person doesn't know how to talk. But we've had enough experience with people when I just ask, tell me about your lifting history, and then I get a sentence back.
Yeah.
And then so it's like I don't know. Part of me is me overcompensating because I don't know how someone's going to respond. So I go ahead and set it up as if they are going to respond possibly short and poorly. So it's like, no, I'm going to give you like 5 things to expand on, please. So sorry if I do that to everyone.
I think it's fine because it lets everyone know you want us to talk a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't listen to the podcast, you have no idea how long this thing is.
Mhm.
You know, it's 2 hours.
That's what she said.
It's a short day.
Yeah, 2 hours. I would love to have every episode be only 2 hours. That would be awesome. If we could. There used to be a way to I used to have a timer up here. How do I get that to come back?
Oh, don't do that. You'll hate that.
There was an episode where you were counting down, Keith, and then you kept saying, like, "Oh, I only have 5 minutes left," like 3 or 4 times.
Probably went a half
I was like,
hour.
"It's been 30 minutes."
Yeah. Oh, so, I know we're gonna.
You don't want to clock watch. It'll drive you crazy.
Yeah.
No, I got a hard 15 minutes out. I forgot to tell you guys about. Remember that? That shit sucked.
What if we just put it in the back behind you, Keith, so you can't see it?
Well, it's just gonna be blurred.
Yeah. It'll be blur. Yeah, but that would be hilarious as we're watching Keith's clock and not telling him. That would be amazing.
All right, Wes. Let's sorry to keep
lifting history, right?
Had like 9. Yep, big history. So for Tommy, we want to hear the lifting history.
Okay. Well, let's take the long 20,000-foot view.
Let's do it.
In high school, I did not lift. I actually ran cross country and did the mile.
That'd be a beautiful place to do cross country.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was down in the Bay Area, which is still beautiful.
Well, yeah, I guess not as nice as where you're right now.
Not as nice as where I am now. This is much more beautiful now.
Beautifuler.
Beautifuler, yeah.
Yeah, much beautifuler.
For cross country running, I can't see like San Francisco having a whole lot of like let's run up this fucking hill.
Yeah, hills are not fun, and I don't know why I joined that. I hated running, and then I just stuck with it throughout all of high school. So then I went into college, and I wanted to do something, and I ended up picking rugby. And they'd be like, "Oh, you should go to the gym and work out," and they'd give you a program, and I do it for like 4 to 7 or 8 weeks, and then it's college. You might be going to some parties, some drinking. There may have been some studying. I can't remember that part.
The sucky parts.
Yeah. So then I would drop off, and that was like a cycle for like 4 or 5 years. I got out of college, graduated, got a job with a startup, and gained a ton of weight. I got up to about 270 because they would give us free lunch and dinner, which is partly why they failed, I think.
They ran out of money because Alex ordered 3 meals every day.
You'd free lunch, and then dinner was always family style from whatever restaurant was closest that the guy wanted to order from. So
that's like got to be $1,000 a day or something. I guess it depends on how big your staff is.
They cut that when they started losing money, like about a month before we all got laid off. So I got out of that, and I gained a bit of weight and wanted to slim down. And then I also, because I was laid off, had some self-reflection time and was like, what do I want to do with my life? Was in a coffee shop doing the whole sort of hipsterish thing, thinking about life, journaling. And then I was like, oh, I want to be a park ranger. How the hell do you do that? And I looked it up, like, oh, there's a physical test. I'm like, oh, I need to lose some weight and start working out. So that sort of kicked off my journey, as I mentioned earlier. That's when I started listening to Massonomics back in 2017, and it's been sort of on and off for the last, I guess that's about 8 years now of lifting. The last 4 years have been more strongman focused. I tried to do a powerlifting meet, but then 2020 happened.
Yeah, that shut thousands of meets down for like 18 months.
And that sort of was my like one attempt at powerlifting, and I was like, you know what, this isn't working out. And I think in 22 I did my first novice strongman and did not do well, but enjoyed the hell out of it. And I've done one a year since.
Nice.
Yeah.
So then
one novice strongman a year?
One novice. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, I'm like Keith. I continue to do novice.
That's where it goes.
Sorry, I had to. I had to.
So then
I almost signed up for the open with this last one. I thought I was gonna make weight at the 231 class.
Yeah,
I did not.
I could definitely compete in open strongman if I weighed 181 pounds, but like, I don't weigh 181 pounds, but my strength level is to have a weak open 181. So
that's what it was. I was like, oh, the U231, I can do that one, and I was 233 pounds that day when I weighed in. And I was like, oh yeah, novice heavyweight.
Yep, novice, please, please, novice. So then your home gym, your CTF is geared towards powerlifting. So what's that home gym look like? And you get
is it geared towards powerlifting or strongman?
All right, yes, correct, accurately.
I just started getting some strongman stuff this last year, but it's very simple. It's a half rack bolted to the wall. I got I actually have a Olympic Ohio bar. Because when I purchased it, I didn't end up getting the power bar, and I haven't bought a new one since.
Good bar. I mean, it's a good.
Because I'm cheap, as I said.
It's a very good general purpose bar. Like if I had to have one bar without center knurling, I would recommend that bar. Like 9 times out of 10 to people.
Yep, it works great. I got a whole bunch of bumper plates because I didn't have a deadlift platform when I bought this stuff. Now I have a deadlift platform, and I've been buying cheap weights when I find them, which is hard out here. There's not a lot on Marketplace when no one lives anywhere.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then I now have a farmer's handles axle and a 150-pound sandbag. And I have a 250-pound sandbag, but I haven't lifted it yet. I filled it all the way.
That's fucking real big.
You need to take I would take about 50 pounds out of that and save it in a 5-gallon bucket till you're ready.
Well, at this point, I sort of just want to leave it there and then one day walk up and lift it.
That's true. So then it's
a challenge. It's just a challenge.
You got to tell your wife you want a 200-pound Chris. Maybe we see how is the 150 like really easy for you then? The
150 is pretty easy. Yeah.
So get a 200-pound bag, or even a 220. So I would go. It depends on your price range, but like certain companies have 220s, certain companies have 200s. There's 175s. Definitely get split the difference there and get a different sandbag, because you're only going to get like so much gains out of a bag you can throw around super easy. And I think a 200-pound bag might be perfect for you.
I thought he said he had 100 and a
150.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I thought that 150 bag was a 200-pound bag because I hadn't weighed it since I filled it.
You were so proud of
a little bit.
And I was like, "Oh, until you go to your first show and you have a fucking 200-pound." You're like,
I fill the 250 bag up, go to lift it, and go, "Oh fuck, this isn't right." How much does the other bag weigh? And I'm like, 150.
That's funny.
Now sand or pea gravel?
Sand. Come on, Joey.
I imagine that's some California State Park sand too.
No.
We don't talk about that. Yeah, it's so I do have now. I have 2 pea gravels and 1 sand. So
is there a difference?
Yes.
Wet sand.
It is.
Did it
wet.
dry
Well,
out yet?
it is dried out, so it's probably closer to 120, 125.
You need to weigh that again, because for sure that wet sand dried out is not going to.
And then add more sand because I want it at 150.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Now, keeping in mind, I only weigh 150, so I am. That's not true, but I'm close to it. We killed him. You okay?
I hit my mute button good too. Hopefully, that's how I know my mute button works, is when I'm like having a spat and no one can hear me.
Yeah, there is a difference, but I don't think it's that big of a difference. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
The sandbag, I got to say, is probably easier than the pea gravel.
No,
it moves less. So when you're trying to pick up the pea gravel, it's a little more like malleable.
Yeah.
Whereas the sand isn't. And it doesn't that doesn't make sense when you're describing it, because
I would fully think it would be the opposite of that.
But of course.
I think a lot of it depends on if you have a bag that's not fully full, that's a double
Yeah,
fucking.
no, it's
You don't have a
the
sand.
correct way.
Yeah, if
All
you
the
don't have
way
a
full
sandbag
is
that
what
is extremely tight and packed, you'll be able to make more indentations into it.
yeah, and
I
mine
assume
aren't
it.
all the way packed,
So I
right?
think
Too.
it might be more how much volume you have in the bag in comparison to the size of the bag versus sand versus pea gravel, possibly.
So if you like picking up natural rocks, you should probably be using pea gravel in your sandbags.
Oh yeah, do you like find
That's fair.
what are the rock situation like in the parks?
Ooh, I want to hear this too. How's your
Yeah,
rock
do you see
situation?
good ones and you're just like,
Um,
oh, that's less than 100. That's less than a 250-pound sandbag. I might
yeah,
be able to pick that up. Do you get to do
there
that, or
there
with
are
all your
some
gear
rocks
on,
that
you
I've
probably
been
can't do that?
eyeing on some work hikes. And I just need to. The problem is the ones that I've been eyeing are about an hour and a half drive from me, and not like something I can do in work time because I got a gun and all that stuff when I hike
Yeah, I was
around, and
thinking you can't
I
just
can't
like
just
take
take
your
that
duty
off
belt
and try
off.
to go pick one of those up.
Just
Yeah,
drops his belt,
that would not be.
But
sets up his tripod,
Yeah, I
films
guess
it.
that
It's
does
him
kind of
just
limit.
dropping his belt with his badge on, lifting a rock.
Yeah, you
Put
can't
that
do
on
that.
Instagram.
I've been eyeing some, and I think next time I go out there on personal time, I'm going to give it a shot
Hell
because
yeah.
they've been smoothed down enough by the creek that they're by that I shouldn't bleed as much as Tron did when he hit himself with that rock.
Oh
Poor
my
bastard.
Poor Trent.
Seeing how much hair and blood he lost that day was wild. Quick reminder: anyone that has not signed up yet, let Tanner know if you're coming to Crew Falls. Come to Crew Falls; it will be awesome. December 4th, so we're what is that? 2 months, just under 2 months out. I would say if you have the money, come fly in, have a great time. If you don't have the money, but you live within, I don't know, 4 6 hours, like I would come every time if it was under 8 hour drive for me,
Mhm.
probably. Like I wouldn't even question if I was going to come or not if it was under 8 hours. You
Yep.
get above 8 hours, maybe I'll come next year, kind of thing,
No,
But
I would say
but
if I was 8 to 10 hours, I'd be going. It is
I'd be
that fun.
yeah
As long as you can do the hotel at least one night or the crew B&B
yeah, and if
over 8 to 10 hours. But yeah, man, I agree.
so. Back to Alex here. Let's see.
Is Alex going to Crew Falls this year?
I'm
Probably
not going to Crew
not.
Falls this year, but I've
Ah.
been thinking I'm gonna be on my This is I have not talked to my wife about this yet. I don't
Uh-oh.
think she'll listen to the episode. I am going to be on my time off for parental leave for the next 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
and
There you go.
there's some crew that are within about a 4 hour drive.
You got to get that
So
picture.
I've
Yeah,
been thinking about trying to hook up with them and do a gym day with them
that'd be
because
dope.
there's no way she's gonna let me fly to South Dakota.
No,
No.
so what you do is you just simply go to maybe Mofo's house
Do you know
and
how far that is from me?
That's probably a way because like
hear
It's
me
about
out.
a 12-hour drive.
Hear me
I was gonna say
out.
they're all way south.
Is you go on the Friday and go, I'm going to see my friend Mofo for 2 days. And you magically appear in Crew Falls.
Yeah, with like $1,000 hotel room bill,
Yeah,
and
I know, right? It's not
honey,
a good
why
idea.
did you
Don't listen
why'd
to
you get
me.
gas in fucking Nebraska? I'm so confused. I don't know. It would be a different. I guess you wouldn't. Nebraska's south, so what the
Iowa,
fuck is no? Because that's east of it. What's west of South Dakota?
Ohio.
Montana? No, there's another.
Ohio's Midwest. Oh, I know.
Idaho,
Okay,
Montana, Wyoming's a little north, and
okay.
then you get into
So yeah, so it'd
like
be
Utah, Nevada, that kind of
yeah.
stuff.
So I'm not sure like where directly you'd drive through, but no,
I'd go through. I go to. I've done it. I've gone to South Dakota before for the Mount Rushmore.
okay,
So you go through like 8 states, I think.
dang. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's cool. If you do
don't listen to us. We are the devil on an angel on your
I
shoulder.
do like.
It's a nice devil to hear. Someone else agrees with my heart.
Well, I do like your idea of like, and we will give you shit if you don't follow. If you spend
Fuck.
all of your paternity, if you spend all of your paternity leave and you don't go see some, you spend all your paternity leave taking care of your twins and don't go see crew, we will judge you harshly. Not really, but that would be cool though. And if you compare it to where like, if you can talk 3 or 4 people into being like, hey, everyone just drives 2 hours and we meet up at like, crew X's house and have
Yeah.
a lift party for 3 hours, and then we all go home, and it's like an 8-9 hour day for everybody, but you all got to hang out with like 3 new people you've never met or something. That'd be dope. Like I mean, it's still cool to do one-on-one stuff, but if you can like shoehorn another person to like also drive there if they're about the same distance from a different direction or something, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
So that should be fun. Keep us posted. Hopefully, you actually do an Instagram post. Now, would you do an Instagram post?
If I do that, I will do an Instagram post
There
because
you
I need to get
go.
that check mark, Keith.
You
I need that
do.
check mark.
And a story doesn't count. A story, it has to be a
I know it
main
has to be an
post,
actual post.
which I think,
Prove
like,
it.
if that's the case too, I think we might have to take Anthony's check away because I haven't looked at his page lately, but all he ever does is pull stuff off of his main feed page. So if you're listening to this, buddy, we'll have to reinvestigate to see if you're eligible for that check mark or not. Because he is very particular about what he lets be shown on his Instagram page. Sorry to sidebar that. Let's see. What do you got for him? Anything? Feel like I've been chatting too much.
No. I'm saving a lot of mine for the games here, so.
All right, then let's. I just want to make sure. Actually, I haven't looked at. I just want to make sure I don't ask anything that's been moved to the game. Has most everything been pulled off of the show notes if you're adding it later? Okay.
I
Let's hear
tried.
about this. How's that car build going? And it's more of a just car in the garage and not so much of a. That's why I asked. It was still there.
No,
God
I
damn
didn't
it.
move it. It's my fault.
It's like it's not my.
It
is my fault.
This is gonna be later. You want, okay.
We can say
I wish it was
either.
in the garage. It doesn't fit in the garage because the 8x8 gym's in the garage. It is stalled. I have the engine out of it and in pieces, and then I did that almost 5 years ago, and then I have my son, and he takes a lot of time.
You would
I
say.
I know I should have more time. I know I'm talking to a dink, and I should be able.
Would
to
you
make this
say
work.
would you say your heart just isn't in the car build anymore?
I would say my heart is not in the car
Because that's his son's name.
Yes.
Ha ha. For the Davids, I have to explain it. The David now. We just have one David now.
Just one.
There's 100
My-
Davids.
Well,
And
yeah, I think
300 Matts.
Pretty sure only one. There's a new Matt every day, I think.
They're taking over. But
That's
I'm
actually a
really,
good episode.
I'm trying. I have a goal to actually work on it this next year. And then if I don't, I think my wife's going to make me sell it.
Mhm.
So for those who are cars guys, it's a 1967 Mercury Cougar. It's just got a 289 in it, automatic transmission. So it's nothing fancy, but it was my first car.
Okay.
And, I don't really want to get rid of it, but there's only so much space in life.
So it was like
So-
a vintage. It was like a classic car when you would have got it. So it would have.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
30. You would have been driving in like
I got it.
2010 or something. You were in high school.
Yeah. In about 2010 is when I think I got the car.
So it was a
So,
fucking 60-year-old car or a 50-year-old car already at that
yeah.
point. Right?
And I just drove that thing everywhere. Did not do a lick of work to it originally.
Just smoking
Just-
butts and driving a fucking Challenger.
Just gassing people out with the amount of smoke coming out of that car. I got pulled over once for that, actually.
That's funny. I heard that thing got about 3 miles a gallon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wasn't driving that far. I was only going like 5 miles. So it doesn't matter. I ran out of gas once and had to push it to school on graduation.
Oh, that
That
sucks.
was
Not a small car to push.
that was funny.
I bet you wish you were lifting weights back then.
Yeah. My sweet little
Cross
country
country.
butt.
Well, I mean, at least you had the endurance of the cross country. You just might have had the strength to push it very well.
Yeah.
I can do FMK. If you
Yeah,
want to look into things.
no, I keep getting skewed on like our start time. It's like we've already been. At it
I know.
for
We're
an
like,
hour and a half.
I remember the first time we did the 7 p.m. and I was just like, it's only 9 o'clock. We got tons of time.
Yeah,
And it
I'm
was
like, wait, that means it's been 2 hours.
yeah, that
so,
means
yeah.
it's 2 hours
Yeah,
in.
so
Yeah.
let's, and we are going to switch it up for listeners. We're not going to give you an aneurysm. We're going to let Joey is going to do FMK for in depth for a while, and I'm going to do Mount Rushmore. And,
I don't know if I can handle that.
what
Yeah.
stinks this week is like usually I have to like think of FMKs on the spot because like people don't know how to suggest FMKs. They just give me topics and not general things. This week Joey had it easy. He has like 4 different ones that could all just like he could use the stock ones easily.
Yeah. But here's
Whereas
the
I
thing.
never.
But here's the thing: is you're like, this is hard. I got to think of but I've just been listening and reading the notes, and I can just come up with them. It's fine. Check this
I
out.
usually do.
FMK. Okay. Scotch, bourbon, leaving your wallet in a gas station.
That is a good story.
Okay, well, I'll
Uh-huh.
tell leaving my wallet in the gas station story first, and then
Yep.
I'll get the FMK on those. So this happened last month. I was doing chores for the house, went to the local hardware store, bought some stuff. I was like, I got to get this stuff done for the kids, got to get all this house baby ready again, all that fun stuff. Bought a whole bunch of stuff, went home, worked on the project. My wife came home from work and she's like, hey, we got to go to this appointment. I'm like, sweet. I don't know where my wallet is. Can you bring your wallet so we can pay for all the stuff? And she goes, yeah. I spend 2 weeks cleaning my house, my car. Took all of my clothes out of all the dressers, looked through everything to try to find this wallet. Could not find it. My wallet's got my work ID in it, my work credit card, all that kind of stuff. So I'm a little upset. I tell my boss I've lost all this stuff. I start reordering all this stuff, going to the DMV, getting all that new stuff. One of my wife's employees walks into the gas station and the guy goes, do you know this guy? Does he work with you? And
Oh, because of the because of the uniform.
he has the ID. And I don't know how long this guy knew this information for. Let's just say he's not the brightest bulb. And he could have known that the week I lost the wallet. It could have happened the day he texted my wife. I don't know. And he goes, hey, your husband's wallet is at this gas station. I do not remember going to that gas station that day. I have no gas charge on any of my credit cards for that day. I walk it. I need a gas anyways, so I go and buy gas for my new Mint credit card that showed up. Pay for that. Walk in the gas station and go, hey, I heard you have my wallet. And the guy goes, oh, what's your name? I'm gonna say my name, and he looks at the ID, looks at me, and goes, that's not you. Doesn't look like you at all. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this without doxing myself really quick. Yeah.
Oh, Keith, get ready to get a picture there because he's going to cover up the address. It's definitely not you. Yeah, that's definitely not
right?
you.
Definitely not me. Okay. Literally me. I was wearing a hat, but
yeah, that's not you.
So then I had to recite my address and all this stuff, and I'm like, "This was in the wallet," and the guy goes, "Okay," and he hands it back to me.
That's
I
wild.
spent 2 weeks looking for that goddamn thing.
That's frustrating.
And it was at a gas station you've never been to. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it fell off the top of my car and someone just picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Why was your wallet on top of the car?
Because when you carry stuff and then you put it on top to open the door. You don't do that?
No, I have a Massonomics fanny pack. Everything goes in one spot.
Well, I have not bought a fanny pack, and that is my own fault.
Bet you're kicking yourself now.
I am. I don't look as cool, and I lost my wallet. Come on.
I believe your wife made it sound like it wasn't the first time, or that you lose other stuff.
Oh,
possibly.
I lose things all the time. I don't lose things. I misplace things.
Yeah,
the time.
This sounds like you might have ADHD.
I
remind me to ask you something in the post show about losing stuff. I don't want to put it on air, but there's a work related thing I want to know about.
I can relate. Is that yes? We lose things all the time because when I put it down, I know where it is, and if it gets moved even 2 inches to the right or left, it's gone forever. I'll never find it again.
Yep. Oh, and if my wife moves it, or if my dad's bad about this, he'll just move. He'll put stuff away. I don't know where he's putting it. It's gone to me.
Yeah,
I'll find it again. So I would say I always misplace stuff. I never lose something. This was the first time I'd actually lost something for a long period of time. It's very frustrating. I would kill that in a heartbeat. I would never want to go through that again.
Oh yeah, we're doing a game here.
Yeah, I forgot. It's been a while.
So I would never want to lose my wallet again. But the other two were Scotch and bourbon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
by the way, somebody submitted whiskey, Scotch, and bourbon, and which is why I said I can't ask that.
Isn't fucking whiskey?
Yes.
Rye, Scotch, and bourbon have been a little better.
I know, but whiskey, Scotch, and bourbon, I was like, I can't ask that because
some of my friends
all the same.
They're
thing.
not into it. Yeah,
obviously. Yeah. So,
currently, I'm on a bourbon kick, and I have been for about 3 years. But Scotch is what got me into drinking whiskeys.
Mm-hmm.
I love the more campfirey a scotch is, the better it is.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
How about
those are the
peaty?
ones-
Do you like the peat,
yeah, I'll do that. Yeah,
the moss
that
flavor?
mhm.
Yep. So
I want that like really. My wife would say disgusting flavor, the dark
Yeah.
flavor of it.
yes.
Does sound
That's why
disgusting.
I love Lafroig. I
Yeah.
love
Oh.
Lafroig because it's like, burning grass.
Mhm.
And everybody's like, no, dude, that's bad. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
No, it tastes great. So Scotch was my introduction really into enjoying whiskey. My current love is bourbons, and I have this is my cousin's fault. My cousin Dylan, he's a lifter. He is very into bourbons, like collection style. Like he just got a full cabinet built to display all of his stuff. He's in like 2 whiskey clubs.
No, it must be
Um,
nice to not drink it all as soon as it comes in the house.
yeah. But he got me onto getting into single barrel whiskeys, the higher ABVs, and I've really fallen in love with those. So I had to pick one, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
F or M. Marry or tickle?
Okay. It was my first love, but that's just gonna be a fuck. I'm gonna fuck Scotch, because I feel like that every once in a while, that fuck would be nice. But I'm gonna marry the bourbon because it's been the last 3 years. I've really really enjoyed it. I think I broke Joey.
That'd be nice. That would be nice. I'd love one of those. Yeah.
You said we could cuss, right?
Yeah. No, that was perfect. Yep.
More the merrier. All right. You ready for a little Mount Rushmore here? Give you
All right, bring it on.
All right. So top 4. I'll give you your druthers with this because, so it's the one I want to basically it's top 4 fantasy series. But if you want to, if series is too niche, then go author or, however you want to handle which if you can't, you have your druthers, but top 4 fantasy books, etc.
Okay. I was thinking about this today because I was like, I need to have an actual answer if they ask me my own question.
I
spent some time thinking about it.
I'm a big fantasy reader, so I'm glad you were prepared.
And I have not narrowed it down to a full Mount Rushmore or even in Mount Rushmore from Alien Space. I have a list that I'm going to walk through my thinking and hopefully have an answer by the end of this.
Dig it. I could listen to this for all day.
So the first one I'm going to throw up there, and this is going to be on Mount Rushmore, just because this was like my middle school to high school, like my go-to easy to read author that I enjoyed the world building she did. It's not necessarily like, it's not going to be great for everybody. Some of the books are pretty repetitive and the stories she tells are pretty cookie cutter sometimes.
R.L. Stein.
No, Mercedes Lackey and The Last Herald Mage.
I was way off.
Trilogy. You were really off. Yeah. I don't read horror. I don't like horror. I don't know how you do it, Joey. My wife loves horror stuff, and she can watch it, but I cannot be in the room. I'll go to the other room and put headphones in. It does not go well for me.
What was it?
But anyways,
the last what?
The Last Herald Mage.
What's the middle
is
word?
the trilogy by Mercedes Lackey.
Herald.
Okay, I kept
Herald.
Gotcha.
It's a fantasy series with like magic. They have like companion horses that give them the magic. It's good. But overall of her writing, she repeats a lot of the storylines. So like, it's like a comfort author for me at this point. It's like,
that's
I need something comforting that I know what's going to happen. I'll go read her stories. And then what I'm trying to decide between right now is Dragon Riders of Pern by Anne McCaffrey or Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. Both of those series were I read when I was really young and really loved. I forget which guest was talking about Chronicles of Narnia recently. They were talking about The Witch, and Lion in the Wardrobe. I really loved out of that series the pre-series, but the Horse and His Boy, and those first 3. I think it's great, but I feel like Dragon Riders of Pern is a more impactful fantasy series for people to read. Have you read that one?
I have not.
Okay. I'm gonna go Dragon Riders of Pern.
It's
So I got
like
Last Herald
everything.
Mage
I think
and
most
Dragon
everything
Riders
I've
of Pern.
yeah.
And then
I added the Herald Age to my read list. The other two I think were already on there, but I have not
okay.
consumed any of those.
Okay, that's 2.
I think Keith is drinking a beer.
I am drinking a beer. That's
Nice.
you started talking about scotch and how you love a good scotch and scotch this, scotch that. And I was like, I could drink a fucking Mick Ultra right now. I could drink
There
a
you go.
single.
Hell yeah,
I could
man.
drink
Hell
a
yeah.
one Mick Ultra right now and not have negative effects. But any more than that, tomorrow's gonna.
Okay, my next question that I'm trying to figure out is either the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's up there for.
It's so good. And like, I know Brandon Sanderson's like talked about how great a writer he is. There's some stuff out there that I've read from him that I'm like,
Yeah,
really?
not all. There are some, but like 85% of the stuff I've read from him is like fucking like 4 out of 5, like on a scale.
So that is there, but it's really good. I love that series. I read 2 out of 3 of the trilogy called the Daevabad trilogy. That's Daevabad. It's a newer trilogy, and it's a fantasy novel set in the Middle East. And so it's all about like genies and all like Middle Eastern stuff. So it's completely
is that Sanderson or
different.
somebody else?
Huh?
Is that
It's
Sanderson?
not by Sanderson. It's by
it's somebody else. Okay, yeah.
S.A. Chardosky.
Okay.
I think is what I wrote down.
How do I
So
know
it's like a
that?
completely different type of fantasy than what we usually read.
Isn't it hard keeping them all straight too? Because I'm like, I read so many different fantasy book series, and it's like, oh, which fucking world am I reading now? Like,
yes.
Like, what are the rules in this world?
S.A. Chakraborty.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, Shannon Ali. Interesting.
Yeah, it's a really good job of character development. I read a lot. I've read a lot of books in my life, and I could tell what might happen, but wasn't sure what was going to happen until it started happening, which is always really nice for me. Usually I go like, oh, this is going to happen. And then that happens.
Yeah, it's when they telegraph it.
So I think I'm going to pick the Stormlight Archives, though, just because they are so good. So yeah, okay. So we got Last Herald Mage, Dragon Riders of Pern, Stormlight Archives. And then my last one is going to be, I'm going to switch to sci-fi, if that's okay.
Yeah, I love it.
And this is another decision I couldn't make it earlier today. Is it Ender's Game or the Foundation trilogy by Isaac Asimov?
I've consumed all the digital media. I have not read any of the books of either of them.
Okay,
but I've watched all the movies and shows and all that.
I think
I don't know how well. Because which isn't Ender Games only a trilogy and Foundation is like several books, or is it also?
So the Foundation is also a trilogy. Ender's Game is a trilogy, then they added more, if I remember correctly.
But Ender Games is like more kid. So I guess
the original Ender Game book is like much easier to read as a kid because it's from the perspective of a child.
Yeah, it's young adult.
You know,
and then the
but
other ones he's grown up.
Subsequent books get into some dark stuff. Like,
gotcha.
Spoiler alert: Ender kills a whole race.
Man,
and he has to deal with that in the following books. So, like, one of the books is called "The Speaker of Death." And that's like a job title he sort of assumes, where you talk about someone who dies. And so there's a little bit more like he's trying to go, not catharsis, what's like a discovery of like who he is as a person, and like trying to get away from being why he saved all the humans, but it was a genocide to do that.
Gotcha. I'm not have reading the Foundation, but watching, I'm like up to date on the TV show. I could see that being a very, very boring book series just based off of how the show is, and like maybe not even boring, but like very hard because there's so many different characters, but then also like this characters keep dying, but then they're the same characters later, but they have different personalities, but they're the same person, and it's like it's hard to keep track. I think
the book series is actually easier to follow than the TV series.
It's on my read list. It's just I've got
from my memory the way it's set up. It's over that period of time, right? Just like the series is, but it's very like distinct. Like this is this category of time, and then when you go to the next section of the book, you know it's different characters. So it's a lot more to be like, oh, this is that they have completed that section of, was it psychohistory? No, whatever
Yeah,
they call it.
psychotherapy.
Uh,
Right. So
and then this is the next section.
well, it sounds like you have to go with your gut. You know, you've got your druthers. You've already done your druthers, so you know
Okay,
you
I'm
can.
gonna go with the Foundation. It was a
Okay.
great series. I've read it like 4 or 5 times. We
So
should
now,
go with
well,
that
there
one.
you go. That's the re. So
So
now, how's that like? I've only reread a couple books in my life, and I'm
yeah.
just guessing that I have. I know I've some people like to give me shit for can listen to. I mean, I've read a few hundred books and I've listened to a few hundred books, give or take. So it's
Mhm.
like, but I have hundreds because do you? This will piss me off if you don't do it because you probably don't. You don't seem like a guy that would track your books on Goodreads at all, do you? You fuck.
Oh,
I hate you so much. How can I end this
okay.
call? Like, yeah, that's why it took you forever to fucking get through this because you couldn't remember what the hell you've read. You're a perfect
I
example.
so I pre I've read a lot of books in high school. I loved going to the library and being in the Bay Area. We actually had a big library, so I could a lot of stuff. I could remember all the storylines I read. Once I got past 18, as I've gotten older, I now can't remember every storyline.
Hmm.
But what'll happen is I will see, like, get to a section of a book now and be like, oh, I fucking know what happens. I know, I've read this book before.
That's funny. See, I just consider that a waste of time. Like,
No,
I
no,
get it's enjoyable, but also like that's why I like
Keith, reading a
finding.
book is never a
No,
waste of
but well, like I
time.
like finding books that like I'm on right now. I'm reading. I'm doing the Walt Longmire series and Reacher. They both have
Mhm.
almost over 30 books in the series. So like
Yeah.
I don't have to reread the books because there's fucking 30 of them. So like I just read them in sequential order and they just keep coming out indefinitely. So
Okay, Keith, here's my question for you. Do you ever rewatch TV shows?
it's not a ton. Like,
Really?
and it's got to be like a decade. I can't just sit there and watch something like 2 years after I watched it to begin with because I remember so much of the storyline that it's
Yeah.
like it. Then
I've
it's
watched every episode of Family Guy 50 times.
yeah. I
Mhm.
couldn't do that ever.
Yeah.
I think I've
I've
watched Parks and Rec like twice. I've watched like
Yeah.
like most shows because and a lot of it too is like I've watched it but my wife hasn't. So like to get her to
Mhm.
watch it, I'll rewatch it. So like I don't get a lot of comfort out of rewatching stuff. I will very, very occasionally, but like right now, it's more like I never finished King of the Hill because I was like
Mhm.
12, and then I think I stopped watching it when I was like in middle school or something. But like, so
Yeah.
right now, I'm like going back and finishing King of the Hill from like roughly where I remember it stopping for 20 years ago when I stopped watching it. So stuff like that. So like, I'm more finishing series that I started as a
Mhm.
kid and like pre DVR and pre fucking streaming. I just never got through every episode kind of thing.
It's that dink brain. It just lets you remember everything.
I don't know. My
Must
wife
be nice.
my wife will rewatch the same show every 2 years and like
Yeah.
not remember 80% of it, whereas I'm like, I don't know. There's
That's
so many new things I want to consume.
no,
My
that's an
goal is to
anxiety
consume
thing. Is
everything.
we watch the same thing over and
Mhm.
over again because it's comforting because we know what's
Yep.
going to happen and surprises bother us. Yep. Yep.
That's what my wife does.
Shout out
If I'm
Stephanie.
gone, I know exactly what she's gonna watch. It's
Yep.
either gonna be 60 Minutes
Wow.
or it'll be a murder podcast of some sort or Psych. It's one of those three.
Yeah.
Depends what mood she's in.
I never got into Psych. Tried it a couple times. All right. So it sounds like we got the Mount Rushmore locked in. The final
Yes.
answer, right? So
But yeah, final answer: Last Herald Mage, Stormlight Archives, Dragon Riders of Pern, and the Foundation.
all right, cool. I think I added 2 of those to my watch list and my read list. That is so.
Very nice.
I will get to those. Well, actually, no. I added the one you said that was as one that I had not. You said it was Sanders. All right. Oh yeah. I think we've anything in stories, in embarrassing stories you saw we want to hit on, Joey, before we
No,
move
I
into...
I moved mine into unpaid and underrated.
All right.
The
Dope.
ones that I really want to get into.
Perfect.
I put my name next to them, so don't pick those. I had to put an emoji, something like a fox emoji or just something to like represent me to be like, don't fucking pick it.
All right. Okay. Affiliates. We have them. You can use them. We got Barbell Rescue, Home Gym Con, Freedom Fitness Equipment, and apparel from the Strength Co. Code unpaid at all those locations will help save you a little bit of money. Came up Barbell Rescue is doing great things. Home Gym Con, literally, it's going to be exceptionally bigger each year. I think Jake has another like quarter of the facility fully rented out now. Ashton is, hooking up Tommy with that flooring needs, and Grant out there doing his thing with a little apparel deal for you guys. So unpaid or underrated? Relatively new game we came up with here. Joey maybe came up with it. I maybe came with it. Nate probably did it. I don't know. Somebody in this unpaid and underrated trio we have here. Pretty sure we came up with this all by ourselves. Maybe. Not really sure. But the general gist is going to give him up to 6 topics. Our guest here, Alex, he's going to use his druthers and kind of go through each topic and be like, do I like it? Do I not like it? And with the end goal to give us a definitive answer of it if it's unpaid, which would some people might say not so good because nobody wants to be unpaid, and then underrated, pretty good. So I'm going to kick you off here. Unpaid or underrated minivans?
Oh, so as I mentioned earlier, we're having twins, and which is very exciting and terrifying. We the frustrating part is last November, my wife was tired of driving my old 91 truck around, and she wanted to get a new car for herself. Totally understandable. She decided on the Corolla Cross hatchback. It's a great little car, but it is little. And I was like, we probably need a new car. I went to go put in the car seats. They do not fit. 3 car seats do not fit in that size car. So I spent about a month looking for a minivan to buy used because a new one's like 50 to 60 grand, which is insane. And we got one last week, and I've fallen in love with it.
Awesome.
It has so much space. The doors going on the side. The kid can hit his own button to get out, which is a little terrifying for a 4-year-old. But still, I can sit in the front, and I'm sure most new cars have this. I don't know. You can change where most of the sound comes from the speaker to the back. So if he wants to listen to Baby Shark, it's louder in the back than in the front.
Dude, you've been able to fade the goddamn sound from the front to the back of a vehicle since like 1970, you dipshit.
Okay, no, you not 1970.
Is it not? No, it's but I don't know,
now
for sure the 80s. And is it fade or is it well, balance is left to right, and I'm pretty sure fade is front to back.
Did you get full minivan with the TV screen so they can plug in their headphones and watch?
It is not that nice.
Okay,
no. There's no TV screen for
But
them.
everybody has tablets, so it's almost overrated to have a TV, a built-in native TV screen that's going to be out of date in a year.
But it's got the captain's chairs for the middle row, the leather seats for cleaning up all the puke and pee that's going to happen.
Yeah,
love it.
And
very good.
I just got the WeatherTech in, so they are underrated. So underrated.
Under seat storage?
No, but the truck is huge.
Okay, yeah.
It doesn't look big, but I fit 2, 50 cubic inch bags of pine shavings in the back and a suitcase or 2, and you could still pack stuff up if you wanted to.
Oh, hell yeah.
So.
Yeah. My brother had a minivan for a while, and when we did our first mud run, there were 6 of us. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, 6 of us. But he had the under seat storage plus the trunk and plus they bought the family size.
Nice one.
Oh, jeez. And that's why I keep telling my wife, I was like, we should buy a minivan. And she's like, no. We should. We'll keep this car for me.
Well, yeah, especially as your kids get older, they're going to be doing stuff. They're going to be more social butterfly actions where you have to go take stuff to go do things.
Yep.
You're going to need
now,
stuff.
I have an SUV, so that will handle most of that.
True.
So but the sliding doors, man, so much better than the doors right now.
And they lock, right? So they do have a thing where it won't, while the car's moving, your kid can't just go, let me out.
Yes, no. And there's still the kid's child lock I could apply, so he couldn't do the buttons anyways. So there is safety features. Oh, and there's
it's only if you can hear them. I mean, we know you have all the sound coming from the back, so the kid,
so I can't
the kid, you can't hear Hart talking no matter what, even if you wanted to.
And it won't be. It's not Baby Shark anymore. It's going to be Cake Pop Demon Hunters in no time at all. What do you mean?
Actually,
that movie's great.
My
you haven't watched it yet, Keith?
I don't. What is it?
Is it good? I haven't watched it.
It's wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually is, and we listen to it at work. It's.
Is it only on Netflix?
Yes. Disney made it. Yeah, Disney made it and was like, this sucks. You can have it. And it's the number one movie in the world for like
Yeah, I
for
have
like
not seen
weeks
that
in a
yet.
row.
Okay. I'll have to get the password again from the family.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Unpaid or underrated podcast about philosophy.
Okay. This was a few years back. I was when I was doing a lot more driving. I was listening to some podcasts about philosophy. They were very interesting. It is a very dry subject, no
Yeah.
matter how good the podcasters are. Like I couldn't find a podcast that was like you guys or Tanner and Tommy, where there's some like chatting that sort of like makes it more fun and then goes into like the philosophy side of it. It was all dry, like think like professor
Yeah.
at college listening to them.
NPR style.
Just
Yeah.
And this is
only title topic. No
Yeah.
shooting the shit.
Which was good for like 20 episodes. And then you're like, okay, I need something more from you guys. So while very interesting as a topic, I'm going to say it is unpaid.
Nice. Oh, well, interesting. Unpaid or underrated dish racks.
I know who sent this mess. Okay. I'm going to preface with this.
I'd love the reaction.
Maybe Joey's right and I have ADHD. I'm not the cleanest person in the world. I leave stuff everywhere all the time.
Like gas stations.
In college, I was in the house with there was 7 of us. Is that right, or 8 of us? I forget
Oh my
the fact.
God.
There's a lot of us guys living in one house, and it got very dirty. I was part of the problem, and I wanted to do a chore chart because we didn't have one, and it was just basically whoever wanted to clean would clean, which meant one of my housemates would just get high every 3 months and then like go clean the whole house and throw stuff away.
Mushrooms will
And
do
then-
that.
Yeah. And then one of the other guys was like, "Well, I live in the master suite, so I clean my own bathroom. I don't have to clean all your stuff or do the dishes." And I'm like, "We need to do this stuff, man. Like, we all should clean." And I got a dish rack, and in a fit of rage, this housemate in the argument threw the dish rack on the roof of the house.
I'm so glad I never lived with assholes.
So the we didn't end up having a chore chart. The house stayed a mess for the 2 years we lived there. Because consensus with a bunch of guys who are 19, 20, and 21 doesn't really work out very well unless it's, are we going to have some more beer tonight?
That's
So when that buddy got married, I bought him a dish rack. Running registry.
That's fucking awesome. That is hysterical.
So dish racks are very underrated.
That's really funny. That's a good answer.
Do you have another one, or am I jumping in?
That was my triple.
Okay.
Yeah, that was all 3.
Unpaid or underrated AI?
AI is okay. I think it's a big waste of time. Sorry, Nate. Like from what I've seen of AI so far, it just puts together what people are saying, and like literally, I have seen it work. Someone put together an AI email, and then someone takes that meme, someone taking the email and putting an AI to summarize the points when they could have just sent the damn 3 bullet points to begin with. Right? It just adds fluff if you're using it for writing. The like art generation stuff is pretty cool, but we could also just pay someone to do that who's actually an artist, and or like we could learn how to draw ourselves and do it. Not that I have any artistic skill. I draw really good stick figures. And I just see it as like people are jumping on that bandwagon because it's the new cool thing. I think it is unpaid, and like we'd be fine without it. We don't need it. They don't need investors with money in it as our.
Agreed on all points, actually. Unpaid or underrated? Cartesian philosophy.
Oh God. This one's not going to hit, Joey. I don't remember Cartesian philosophy enough to give you a good answer.
It's Rene Descartes.
Yes.
That's okay. Yeah, no, we can move on.
Let's move on.
It is the I think therefore I am.
Okay.
So therefore, the only thing I can prove is that I
Yes.
exist, and therefore
Okay.
nobody else
Thank you for
exists.
that bit of jump start. Okay, I got this. Okay. I think that's a pretty self-centered way to view the world.
Mm-hmm.
That you think and therefore you are. I understand the idea of like we're only thinking like we can only know what we can perceive and know, and like that's only because I can think, and like therefore like that's the only thing possible to really truly know. I feel like as a philosophy like basis, it doesn't set you up right for success in life. Like I don't know when I guess when I was looking into philosophies, what I was looking for is something that was going to help me think about life and like be a better person. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um,
So Nietzsche.
and I yeah, it's great. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
sure.
that'll work. Yeah, sure. It'd be a little Machiavellian, you know. So I think Descartes is unpaid. Uh,
Yeah, I kind of agree and kind of don't. I at the same time,
yeah.
when you look at things like the Matrix, right? There's no way to prove we aren't in the Matrix except for the fact
Yep.
that my existence is real. The rest of
Hmm.
you might not be. There's also the thing Louis C.K. said, who's also,
My dick.
yeah, look at my dick, which actually might play into this. It's the idea that everybody not directly in front of me is dead, and I
Hmm.
have no way of knowing.
Right.
And while that's a joke, that's technically true,
Yeah.
right? Like it's one of those things. So I remember reading the soliloquies years ago and really tuning into those. Who is your favorite
Hmm.
philosopher, if I could ask?
Um. So I have enjoyed probably Plato and the best. Not necessarily like maybe I don't know if I could say I understand it or anything, but like I like the foundationalness of it for a
Hmm.
lot of Western philosophy. And there was also a great book I read called Plato and the Platypus, which was an attempt to explain philosophy through jokes.
Yes, I think I actually
Um,
read that too at some point.
yeah, and it's just like that. It has stuck with me.
Yeah.
Um, so, and then like, I mean, Stoicism is a very most people like Stoicism in the modern era. There's some callback to it for people. I think it's a bit overplayed for a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
Um, I I do like the idea in it of like what I do now sets myself up for the future, and like I need to be accountable for my actions, um, which I think some philosophies don't necessarily have. Like if you think about um, Machiavelli and the idea of like you're just trying to get more power, there's no accountability necessarily to that. But that idea is just like you're trying to become top dog, and I couldn't live like that. Does that make sense? So I
Hmm.
can't like support those types of philosophies. Um,
No, no, I agree. There was one I was trying to look up. I remember, oh man, I remember a phrase he said, and they said, "How many books have you read?" And he said, "One, but I read it very well." And
mhm.
I believe it was a Shakespeare novel. And this dude, his entire philosophy was based on it was incredible. I fucking wish I could remember his name. I wrote like him for a while because that
Yeah,
guy was just, he blew my mind. And of course, can't remember his name. I'd have to go back into my old university textbooks to find it. And when I find it, I'll send you the picture
yeah.
on
Please do.
Discord. All right. So the last one, probably the most controversial. I don't know, man. Unpaid or underrated, the St. Francis butterfly.
St. Francis Butterfly. It's the Lancers. um, I assume they're making fun of my high school.
No,
No,
no.
no. Is
Your
there?
hometown is the last place for the endangered St. Francis
Oh,
butterfly.
you mean Fort Bragg?
Yes.
We're talking about that. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I went to St. Francis High School. So
No, no.
okay.
When you
Wires
mentioned
crossed
Fort
on that
Bragg, I
one.
looked it up and I was
Yes.
just like, Hold on, you house an endangered butterfly?
Yes, so there's an endangered butterfly up, and there's a few other endangered species up here. I think I am contractually obligated to say it is underrated because my wife is paid by funding to take care of that species.
That's great. Which even makes it more funny of the confusion in the beginning of like.
Yeah. She does restoration work. She's an environmental scientist, like Big Cody is. And one of her big projects is they do viola planting. That is like the only plant this butterfly really enjoys, basically. So they get a whole bunch of funding to bring back endangered species, obviously. I think it is cool. I'm going to say contractually obligated to say underrated. I am going to add not riding the line. Sometimes I know I work in natural resources, endangered species make it so we can't recreate in fun areas because we have to close the area or we have to limit the activity you do.
Yep.
But they are underrated. They're pretty cool. One of the hard parts with them is they look very similar to another butterfly that is not endangered.
Yeah, that would be a challenge.
So when people are doing survey work, they'll be like, "Oh, I see one," and if they can get a picture, most of the time it's like, "No, that's the wrong one."
Yeah, sorry, its legs are the wrong color. You fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, insects are notoriously hard to identify.
Yeah.
There's so many species of them.
Sorry for the confusion there, but I just thought that was really fun.
You didn't know that. That's all good. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, I somehow named your high school without knowing at all.
Yeah, he was like that. I thought actually, I think you meant this. I'm like, no. Good.
All right, it's your turn. What do you
Okay.
have for us, if anything at all?
I'm just gonna have you guys just see this Google Zoom thing, so you can't cheat.
That's fair. I would never dream of it.
Oh. Is it gonna hide it then from me? I think it's gonna. Okay, just close your eyes. All right. So the way this game is gonna work is I was inspired by the platypus talk of many eons ago, and then by
I'm just gonna
Victorian
close the
and
screen.
animals and birds counts and how an eagle doesn't sound like an eagle.
Mhm.
That's the red-tailed hawk sound. So I have 4 animals that I'm gonna play the noise for you guys. They're from all over the world, and I want you guys to guess. I'll give you. You can ask 3 questions, and I'll to narrow it down.
Each?
Close you get. Yeah, we'll do each. Okay, ready?
Now let's make it harder. 3 total.
Well, that'd have to
Okay.
be, you go 4 then because it's 2
Here
each.
we go. Here's the first sound. Did you hear that?
No.
Negative.
Didn't play? Give me 1 second. Sound is on. Let's try that again. That go through?
I got it.
No, maybe I have to.
But the problem is I can see the screen, right? As the host. No, it's okay. So I'll let Keith do this one.
I didn't hear it.
All right,
so-
let me try playing it one more time, Keith.
Yeah, well, maybe because I had it viewing the podcast, and my eyes are.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Jesus Christ!
Fucking scared the shit out of me.
Was that
What the
too loud?
fuck? It was so fucking low. What the? Well, I thought I heard.
Okay, I'm back to a different screen. You can look up and open your eyes.
I think I heard running water.
Oh, for sure.
So.
And then you heard a.
Yeah. I don't. Okay, so we're going to go to 3 or 4 questions. 2 questions each, or
No, let's go 3 total because I have
Let's
none.
do 3 total for this first one.
I have none. I saw it.
Oh,
I'm disqualified.
Is it a solely water-based creature?
It is not. It can go on land, but it does like the water the most.
I guess how specific can I ask? Like, what general size? Like, what is the approximate size of this creature? Like, is that too specific?
No, that's fine. You can ask that.
Okay, well that.
It's going to be about somewhere between 2 and 3 feet in size. Maybe like a small dog, like to a medium-sized dog max. Like you're probably your big cat.
How do I close the screen?
Is it found only on the West Coast?
It is not found in the North America.
Oh, it's not found in North America. Okay, here I'm thinking this is like shit. Here I was solely being like, oh, this is all shit from his
No,
jaw.
I said all
This is
over the world.
I was busy
I
not looking
found
at the
fun
screen.
sounds for
So
animals
I
from all
I
over the
hit
world.
I hid the screen, so that worked perfectly. All right, perfect. Yeah, the next one will go better for me.
Well,
Okay.
when I did that, the sound didn't come through. The sound only came up when I was on the video screen.
Oh
Or
fuck me!
you might be able to just like move it off camera though, or like just slide the whole zoom.
Can you play it again?
You want me to play the sound again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if it comes up
Okay.
while I have the screen.
Everyone's eyes are
closed.
closed. Here we go.
Okay, yeah. So I can't see the screen now. I can only see you.
Is it like an otter or something? I don't know.
I will tell you, you're getting closer to the
Yeah,
right.
that's pretty
type.
well.
I don't know animals. I'm not gonna be good at this.
I-
Joey,
You're pretty good. Here's my hint for you, Keith. I said the animal name already in this podcast.
platypus.
Yes.
Okay, so I wouldn't. I
Okay.
don't know anything about a platypus.
And
whatsoever.
honestly, there's no
Other than
No
it's
one
not
knows
animals.
anything about them. And
That's
no.
funny.
some of these I have 4 animals in total, and I was just having fun finding animal sounds.
No, that is
So this
that
is just
was
sort of a fun game.
the only
Yeah.
negative.
Okay.
Is I don't think the animal sound will come through. So we might have to have you play it and then just poorly describe it just for the audio listeners.
The best podcast ever is what you're describing.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it's not your fault. I don't know if it'll come through or not. No, it might come through on your audio track, and Nate will just have to include it. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll find out.
If it
We'll figure it
doesn't-
out. We'll
if
do
it
it
doesn't-
live.
Okay, close your eyes. I'm gonna do the next one.
No, I
Ready?
can't see the screen now.
My eyes
Okay.
are closed.
Did you guys hear that?
Is that a fox?
It is not a fox. If the listeners at home can't hear, it sounds sort of like a high pitched, maybe laughing or squealing noise.
Mhm.
That's how I describe it.
So it's not your charger trying to start, right?
It is not my car trying to start.
Your Challenger, sorry, Challenger.
It's not a fox. Okay, I'm gonna ask the first question.
Yeah.
I think you already did saying, is it a fox?
Does that
No,
count
it
as
doesn't
my
count.
question, or is that a guess?
I don't think
guess.
we're allowed to have multiple guesses.
No, okay, then it's your turn.
No, I don't care. No, I don't have any. I don't have one ready. I'm a stickler for the rules. If I don't want to ask like 7 questions, if we're not allowed.
Yeah.
But
Is it a mammal or a bird?
See that?
It's a bird.
That wouldn't help me.
Mm-hmm.
Has Cody seen one at work?
No. He may have seen one in his travels recently.
Ooh, where did they go? Did they go to like? Where the fuck did they go? Didn't they on a vacation in like Caribbean place or off base? I don't remember.
I think it might have something to do with the Lord of the Rings.
I was gonna ask which
Maybe.
hemisphere, but you just answered that. It's not a kookaburra.
I don't know animal.
Can I have it again?
Yeah. All right, here it goes.
Not look. How's that a fucking bird?
Nope.
It's like
Nope, I got nothing.
It is the key parrot. They make a laughing noise when they play.
No, not a clue.
Okay. All right, you guys
Got
ready
us.
for the next one?
Got us.
fire rapid.
All right, eyes closed. This one, I'm going to give you a hint, is in the same hemisphere.
That sounds like me when I tell a funny joke that I only think's funny.
It is same hemisphere. What are your questions?
Is
I can picture this fucker. Hold on.
I think that's a very big animal. So is it? Does it weigh more than 10 tanners?
No,
Okay,
No.
no.
so it's small because tanner's not very big.
Is that a bird or a mammal?
A mammal.
Fuck, that does me right in. Because I thought it was that giant billed
It is.
dinosaur.
I'll give you a
bird.
hint. It is a very well-known mammal.
Koala?
It is a koala.
Hmm.
Good job, Joey. Okay, we have one more. Move this out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. Hold on a second.
No, you're good, dude. Kudos to you for being super interactive, especially if, like, surprisingly, like going into this episode, we were like, man, we don't have a ton of information about this guy. He's got no social media presence. I've only DM'd him a couple times. Is he gonna get it? And like 2 minutes in, it's like, he gets
Got
it.
it.
And this has been one of our most fun. It's been like one of the most fun episodes I've had, and it's definitely in
Oh, good.
the top 169 episodes we've ever had.
All right, last one. Here it goes. Okay.
One more time.
That was just like a cough almost, or like a bark.
Would you like a hint to start off?
Always.
Okay, this animal is found in Northern America, and it's. I have another hint after you ask a question or two.
Is that a cat?
It is not a cat.
Okay.
I love that was something you say a lot of episodes, but just, not in the manner that people normally hear it.
Yeah, good call.
Is it an animal that attacks people sometimes?
No. It is. The sound is commonly thought to be a mountain lion in my area, but it is not.
Is it smaller than a mountain lion? Well, yeah,
Absolutely.
It has
Yeah,
to be,
damn
so
it, Keith. That was a
something-
waste of a
It is.
question.
How's
Yeah,
this?
that
It
was a
is
bad
cat
question.
sized. It is not a cat, but it is cat sized.
The fuck animals does California have? Okay, so it's a California animal.
It's a
I
West.
mean, it's in
It's a
other areas
Western
of North
American.
America.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
I have seen these here, but they are all across the Western America and probably in Canada. You should have them up there.
Is it a coyote?
You're getting closer. It is not
Fuck.
a coyote.
fox.
It is the gray fox.
Boom.
Fuck.
Got one.
Yes.
Winner.
That is a noise that I have constant camper complaints from about having mountain lions in their tent.
And it's a fucking like a.
And then I'll
it's a
play it,
20-pound
and
fox.
heard, and they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's a fox."
So you'd have to like. You don't just have to be a peace officer. You have to like know shit. Like
Well,
know,
and
like,
I know some stuff. Yeah.
And also, though, like
I'm not saying
foxes
that cops
make
don't know shit. But
no foxes make a million noises.
Yes, they also make a really high pitched noise as well as that coughing grunt. But that's like,
Do they do? Is it a defense mechanism to make other predators think it is a fucking mountain lion?
no, it's just a call.
Do you remember the song?
Because it wants
Yeah.
mountain lions.
Do you remember the song "What Does the Fox Say"? And
Yeah.
they make all those stupid like ding 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 ding. Ding. All of those are real. I looked it up because I was like, "What do foxes say?" All of those sounds are real. They chirp, they purr, they squawk, all of it. That's why the first one, when I was like, "Is that a fox?"
Yeah.
Because I was just like, foxes make every noise that you can think of.
Yep. And I knew once you said, if you said fox before that, you wouldn't guess it for the other one.
Oh.
Yeah, you had me. There was no way I was gonna say it twice. Yeah,
Brief,
good call.
Brief sidebar. You just had your screen up on your questionnaire, so it shows you who submitted questions before you come on.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me.
It doesn't show you the
what
stuff,
their
but that's
answers are.
actually
Yep.
really good because like I
Yeah.
have to like fight with. So that makes it to me where now because there's times I go through and I have to fucking type out like everyone's names to be like, all right, dude, you have like you have like 3 submissions.
Yeah.
It's this person, this person, and this person. So now I can just be like, hey, go open up your questionnaire, see who submitted. Please follow up with everyone else. That's gonna make my
Yes.
life easier. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Nate, for making that a
You're
thing,
welcome.
but then not telling me.
I did everything. You're welcome.
He's still
That
Nate's
was
still,
all Alex. Yeah,
Nate's still frozen for like 3 hours.
he's
All right.
still here. Like I haven't clicked on him yet.
He's been talking the whole time. He's just on mute. We really should bring this in for a landing, boys.
I have
Oh,
a really important
yeah.
follow-up
No.
question that I just need to know the answer
You're
to for my
You're good.
own sanity, Keith.
a what question?
It's a Keith question.
Yeah.
Have you bought a new pillow?
No, I do have. I have like 8. There's literally like at least 7 pillows in my bed, and only
Okay,
one
'cause
of
in the
only
first
only
year of
only one of them
podcasting,
is from 19.
You were talking about how you have not had a new pillow
Yeah,
in
no.
years. And
no,
my neck
there's
hurt listening.
there's 1,000,000% a pillow from the 90s in my bed right now.
Ugh.
But it's not the only one I use. It took me like 20 plus years to find a comparable pillow ish, and I've bought 8 of them since then. And I
Yeah.
think 6 of them are in the bed right now as like overflow pillows because I like to like if I lay on my side I want like a pillow between my legs. I want a pillow like to prop up my fucking fat gut. I want one on my back to give me some support. Like I need them at my
Keith
feet
needs
for
one of those
raising my
pregnancy
feet.
pillows, one of those
I
ones
need
that wrap
so many.
around.
You should get one, man. They're
Yeah.
not that
I
expensive.
sleep with
And
so many pillows.
No, they're pretty expensive, but I'll tell you.
I mean, for how many pillows he has.
But I
Yeah,
found some
compared
Costco.
to.
I found some Costco pillows that work, and when we once we realized, well, Costco doesn't keep shit in stock ever, so we went back and bought like I think I have like 4 more in the basement ready to go, like as these
That's
wear
how
out.
they get you.
They're not the perfect pillow because they don't last forever, like the one that I have, but they are comparable enough that I don't have to seek out the one good pillow anymore. It's just
Got
in the
it.
mix. But it is
Okay.
disgusting, but it's so comfortable.
Hey,
It's
I guess
Yes,
whatever
this-
works for you.
The shame and guilt that this podcast has tried to,
no. It's
inaccurately lay on me for having a horribly giving me fucking probably infections.
yeah,
Pillow,
dude.
but it's so
Peeing is
comfortable.
gross. We all do it. Like, don't
It's-
let that one get to you.
No,
We all
I'm,
do it.
I'm making fun of myself. It's
Oh,
a joke.
okay.
No,
And
I'm that
Jizzing
one-
in your belly button is disgusting, and we all do it. Okay, like
Episode
Oh,
title.
that's a new one for me, Joey.
what? You don't all do that? That's not all of you.
No, I usually use a fucking. And
High
I'm
heel
not going to
chew.
describe my different cum racks on the episode. This is not the episode I wanted to have. There's a variety of things that can be used for that. if you'd
I'm
like
trying to
some.
make Keith feel better.
Oh.
Stop mocking me.
Okay, I have a
Wait,
fault
so
for Joey.
we know you didn't wash your legs for years. I hope you were washing your belly button at least.
Well, that was above his leg, so we're good.
Yeah, it's above the
Worry
legs.
about
Fingers
that.
crossed.
Yeah, that one's fine.
All right, this has been a blast.
He's got one more. He's got one
I got
more.
a follow-up
yeah.
for Joey.
Do it.
This is a health follow-up because I don't think I've heard the answer. You were having that like skin flare-up thing? Are
Yep.
you better?
Good call.
Gone.
Or are you
Exact-
leopard?
Exactly like the doctor said.
Okay.
It's gonna hit you. It's gonna suck. It's gonna get worse, and then it'll go away and never come back. And that's
Wasn't it like-
exactly what it did.
It was like red splotches
That's
over like a
crazy.
large amount of your body. Wasn't
It was bad. Yeah, it was red splotches and peeling skin.
Ugh.
It was pretty bad. Morgan used to yell at me because I would start like ripping the skin off, and she
Mhm.
said it'll scar if you do that.
Yeah.
But no, it was exactly what the doctor said. He was like, "Yep, it'll go away, and never come back, and it's gone, and it's not come back."
Crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I have closure now. Thank you guys. I've been
No,
waiting.
I appreciate that because like I also forgot about it. But I guess it's an immune response.
Mhm.
So I was on this podcast saying I think I'm getting sick,
Yeah.
and then I didn't get sick, and then like 5 days later this thing started,
Mm.
and it was just an immune response where my body was like, we're fighting this, but it sucks, so we're gonna make you suffer for a little bit. And I did honestly look like a leper for a little bit.
I feel like you should get sick less now. I'm hoping with your new gig because obviously less public facing, but just
Yep.
like less stress. Your body's gonna be able to like fight shit off. Like your
Dude.
kids are still gonna get you sick every fucking couple of weeks.
The kids are gonna bring stuff in.
Like, you're gonna have a better defense just by like
my
having a
poor
healthier
little
mind.
girl. My son did 2 years in kindergarten, and we had nothing except for like the occasional illness. And she's 2 months in. We've already got lice in her class,
Oh,
and it's
I'm
like,
sorry.
yeah, me too. But I'm just like, this poor little girl. My little girl is so friendly and helpful and nice and well behaved, and she's already broken her arm. She might have to deal with lice. Like all of these things that should not happen to a little girl like her is happening. If lice comes in the house, I'm just gonna take off most of my beard. Like I'm gonna
Yeah.
be okay. She's gonna have to deal with constant shampoos and constant checks and all that, and it's miserable. But I am about due for another like illness because of the 2 kids in school. I've only had
Fucking
one
died
so far since September, so I kind of am looking at the timeline going, it's time for another one. Like foot and mouth is coming or some fucking crazy stuff. But nope, lice was not on my 2025 bingo card. But yeah, no, I appreciate the question, and yeah, it just went away.
Okay.
It was easy. I just had to be ashamed of my body for several weeks.
Just some mild body shaming. It's fine.
Yeah, just some dysmorphia where you're looking at
Yeah.
yourself going, "That's not me."
It's just like scrolling Instagram. So you're good.
How would you know? You probably never even open that app.
Yeah, I know.
I go on the app for about 5 minutes a day.
Just be like, well, these fuckers post way too much.
Yes.
Mhm.
How has your so since you've gotten a Discord, like has your Instagram grown, or do you have a private Instagram or a public? I don't even remember.
I have a private Instagram.
Okay,
I
so
have
it's always a lot harder for private ones.
just this last.
You have to be the one that puts in the work to go
yeah.
find the people, basically.
Yeah, the last like 10 episodes I listened to of You and You, I actually started like recording to follow the people,
Beautiful.
and then when they
That
follow
is
back, I
literally
do that.
Literally the
Yeah.
whole point.
But I am gonna say, Keith and Joey, like you guys repeatedly saying that for the I think the past like 15 episodes, you guys have been like hammering that point home of like we should follow people, you should do these things, that you're part of the group, you paid for a CTF, you put a picture in. I'm like, fuck, I should probably do it. Fine, I'll do it.
What is so it's not, it's like positive shaming. Like I don't know what, like it's like
just
it's positive.
guilt.
It's like it's reminding you to like do the little things. Like Tanner and Tommy do the little things for Lift Off Easy. We remind you to do the little things of like taking advantage of being part of crew. Like you don't pay $3 a month just to pad their wallets. Like it's literally you're buying a community, but it doesn't just like you don't automatically blink and have 1,000 fucking new friends. You have to, or you want it to be somewhat organic, but you also just need to be like, all right, are all these fuckers crew? Cool. Follow. Like,
yeah.
I think my favorite part of that was Tanner and Tommy do the little things like the lift hard, live easy. Like there's no work
that's
involved.
the running joke. I was literally
none.
It was a jab. It's a reoccurring jab.
Oh, okay, yeah,
it's
yeah.
literally
It's like the least they could do. It's the least they could do.
Like they do the little stuff for like Lift Hard Live Easy 4 is not the little, or the Lift Hard Live Easy isn't the small thing. Their contribution to it is the they only do the little things. That's the running joke.
Yeah.
That's the harken back.
Literally the least they could do for us is run the Lift Hard Live Easy.
Yeah. I mean,
and welcome to Tanner's house.
Yep. No,
obviously... let us destroy their cactuses and bathroom.
Few people are as grateful as me for what
sandbags.
They've done to this
Destroy
world.
their sandbags.
Yeah, he can shove his
good callback. See, guy's not too active, but he is in it. He knows.
I've I've listened to 15 and a half hours of You and You and Massonomics in the last week.
That's wild.
Oh my.
Yeah, you said so.
So my voice is annoying at this point.
I wasn't sure if I was going to remember to talk on this podcast, honestly.
You've done well. So and do you think that like vast consumption, if you will, is kind of like made you ready for like? Obviously, every episode you listen to, we give everyone a hard time, but it's like this is never like. Isn't fucking rocket science. Like it's just fun. It's just dudes shooting the shit. Like
I think like listening to it gets you the idea of like what the podcast is like and what you can expect. I honestly, if you listen, not to encourage people not to listen. If you listen to 5 episodes, like you guys usually schedule out like at least a month in advance. At least you can listen to 10 hours of a podcast.
I have people that come on and they're like, oh, listen to like one episode. I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah, and if you like pick anything between like 50 to now, you'll get the complete vibe. You'll understand how to like chat with you guys.
Facts.
That being said, it's really fun to listen to everyone's stuff and like learn about people and be like, oh, I like that stuff too. Or like, I didn't think about that. Or like, and like have more to chat about in Discord. Not that I'm super active, but like I've been trying the past like 3 weeks to like start talking more.
Wait, so when did you start the You and You journey? Like,
I hold on. I wrote the date down. Give me a second.
Oh, wow. So,
relatively. So when Big Cody's episode was released on July 1st, I was like, I should listen to this. I like sort of know
that would
this
have been
dude.
24 then?
2024, yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, I should listen to this. And then I said, no, I should listen to all the previous episodes first before.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh wow, that was an investment. It's like, who's this?
Yeah.
Who are these guys? That would actually be really hard because like we didn't know what we were doing for like a solid 10 episodes, and then like you're just listening to people that I mean, but then again, like the first 20, 30 episodes, like if you're on Discord for a fucking week, like you recognize
You
half
you
of those
know you
names.
recognize all
Like,
those names. Like the
yeah,
first 20 episodes, you're like, oh, I know who this person is talking.
yeah.
And like even if you don't interact with them on Discord, you like have an idea who they are then.
So you've been basically last July you started doing some
Yeah, last July.
weekly consuming and then like working the backlog in somewhere in between.
Yep. Yeah.
Nice. I dig it. I dig that a lot. That makes me very
Damn,
happy.
that's a lot of work.
We appreciate it.
When I'm not at a desk, I drive around a lot for work. So a podcast is usually on.
That's what speed? It's the
One.
nice, beautiful.
Bleh.
Wow, now that's an investment.
I try again.
Our
When I was like,
backlog at
how many more do I need to catch up before I do my podcast? I was like,
Yeah.
let me try at a faster speed. And I didn't like it.
Yeah, I don't know how consumable I would be at like anything above like 1.1 or 1.2 because I'm
Yeah, I
Oh,
tried
yeah,
one
okay.
I don't think
five, 1.3, 1.2, and I was like, fuck it, we'll just do one. I'll just like literally have this thing playing.
I for sure
all the
can't talk
time.
as fast as I did like in 2023 though. There's no way. Like I think
Yeah.
my cadence is.
Yeah, you were straight up Busta Rhymes in it back then.
Oh,
I
it
would
was
say you
so
were Uncle
fucking
Kane
ner-
then.
It was so
And now
nerve.
you're like,
It was just all
normal.
nerves. It was just like, oh god, this is hard, and people are gonna judge me. And now I'm just like, they can all suck a big old dong. This
Yeah,
is
they're gonna
fun.
judge me anyway because
Yeah, like,
they're
I could
dicks.
literally be perfect. I could be like,
Yeah.
you know, the insert your favorite podcast person because he's amazing, and I could be that guy, and you're still gonna be like, this fucker said this thing. So, good stuff. All right, boys.
Yeah,
Anything
hit
else
them
you
with
wanna
the
hit
affiliate
on?
links. We gotta round this out.
No,
It is.
you're out of order now. We already did that. That's done. Now
My
we're
friend, we are almost at 3 hours.
affiliate links are done.
Let's
I
keep
did that
going.
fucking an
It's
hour
only
ago.
6:45 for me.
You guys
man.
did affiliate links already? Was I there?
Probably you might be pissing. I do affiliate links. I do affiliate.
We did-
Affiliate links?
It's before unpaid and underrated now, so I
know,
don't
I
have to
did-
do it now.
I did some. I was there.
No, you did. But your portion is before the ad read. My portion is before unpaid or underrated. So when we do the outro, it can be a lot quicker. Unlike this, where I could have done the affiliate ad reads in the time that we've described all of this. So like we've wasted the same amount of time, if not now the episode's actually longer because I did the affiliate ad read and talked about how I did it. But yes, Alex, where the hell can we find you, buddy?
Big Alex West on Discord or Wes Hartman on Instagram. The username is LOH_HARTMAN. It's private. You send me the request. If I can tell your crew, I'll add you.
Yep.
I wrote crew in my description, so as
Beautiful.
I add
I wish
you
more
guys,
people
you
would
can
do
know
that.
I'm just crew.
That is actually helpful. Or like I have to DM so many people like, are you crew? Because like we have like 2 mutuals, and
Mhm.
I'm not gonna waste a follow on you unless you're crew. I'm sorry, I don't know who you
Yeah.
are.
Waste to follow.
Yeah,
And
well,
if anyone's ever up in the Fort Bragg, California area, let me know on Discord. I'm happy to hang out.
nice. You know, he does have a CTF. Doesn't have any pictures. Does it? It
I'll
sounds
work
like
on
it
it
might
this
be.
week.
No.
I'll
I was
get it
getting at
done.
is it labeled open to other crew visitors
Yes,
at least?
it is
Okay, cool.
open.
Good to
I
hear.
mean, it is just a rack and a platform with a bench. So like, it's not, and some strongman stuff. It's not huge, but we can fit another person or two.
There you go. Joey, where you at?
Joey_Malesko, MLECZKO. My CTF is not open to other people, but mostly because it's in an unfinished basement that stinks.
Too many doors.
Too many doors.
We are Unpaid or Underrated Podcast on Instagram. We got the website, unpaidinternpodcast.com. Definitely got a YouTube going. I'm Keith Honeycutt73 on Instagram. More importantly, go follow my Orange Gym, the No Wine Cellar. And until then, see you next Tuesday.